In general, wow, a total falling now where we used to smile. And all I wanna hear is the Doxing creep. My seams, they got me pissing cause I don't get any sleep, no. Pistol, pistol, you're a fan. Gold forever, hand in hand. Take it all in on your stride. It is trickling, falling down.
Boyfriend's back for paying back. Wise cracks, picking on nerds like Bo Blacks. Augie's boring, Nick is fat. More ad hominem attacks.
Kids open wide cause mama is here. Back to bringing in drama and fear.
Watch as I manipulate. Ha 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 ha. Yo, you can't hold down this clap town. Yellow, brown, I'll cause a stink. Gonna be feeling cut. Don't mix it up. It's my piss. You're gonna drink. Now I'm not wedded. Any thought could get up. Watch me while I masturbate. Ha 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 ha.
Still you're a fan. Gold forever, hand in hand. Take it all in on your slide. It is trickling, falling down forever. Love it's freely, dance forever, you and me. Pistol, you're a fan. Is everybody in?
Won't stop my shit. I'm not a short-term gimmick, always gonna agitate. Ha 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 ha. Won't stop my shit. I'm not a short-term gimmick, always gonna agitate. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
probably take care of himself. 20-foot song since Salvo. Reserve me a table for 3. In the valley of the shadow, just talk Alabama and me. Runner, runner, Alabama, Edwin's gay, Edwin's gay. Alabama, Edwin's gay, Edwin's gay. Always trying to please me, hope he knows that we don't swing that way. Alabama, Edwin's gay, Edwin's gay. Alabama, Edwin's gay, Edwin's gay. Always trying to please me, hope he knows that we don't swing that way. Alabama, Edwin's gay, Edwin's gay. Alabama, Edwin's gay, Edwin's gay. Always trying to please me, hope he knows that I don't swing that way. Alabama, Edwin's gay, Edwin's gay. Alabama, Edwin's gay, Edwin's gay. Always trying to please me, hope he knows that I don't.
Screw the feet, see the weird, hit the record mics, hot brains loose, let the chaos pour. No script, no filter, just a crackling wire. Got a gut reaction, watch the signal catch fire. Real talk, no frills, every take a spark. Find the gold in the noise, like the fuse in the dark. I'm the glitch in the algorithm, cracking the code. Laughing in the chaos, let the good times overload.
Straight from the gut, Kcast in the mix. Laugh through the chaos, let the signal slip. Every line a curveball, every take a spin. Life's too short for a polished grin.
Find the fun in the fails, find the truth in the mess. Life's a janky live stream, better say it with your chest. Every pixel a punchline, every moment a shot. When the internet gets weird, you take the best of the lot. Real talk, no frills, every take a spark. Find the gold in the noise, like the fuse in the dark. I'm the glitch in the algorithm, cracking the code. Laughing in the chaos, let the good times overload.
Straight from the gut, Kcast in the mix. Laugh through the chaos, let the signal slip. Every line a curveball, every take a spin. Life's too short for a polished grin.
Hit the live button, let the chaos fly. Find the truth in the pixels, let the punchlines collide. No retakes, no rewind, just a moment in time. Hit record, hit the gas, hit the punch. Find the gun.
Straight from the Kcast.
homie. They use cheat codes, but we don't cheat though. No cliff notes, homie, we don't need those. Come on, and just take the high road. I'm trying to fly though, wanna touch the sky, but still lie low. Never water down, even with the hydro. Vaporize the hate so I don't have to keep my eyes low. Hit Oslo, get it in Norway. Cleanse palates with the callous man sorbet. Doorways open up, yup, more cake. Soon enough the sweet turn sour, more court dates. We burn it down though, and just live it up. It sucks ass when they ask about a living trust. I don't have one, cause I don't have shit. And when I do, I'm probably gonna just stash it. It takes time for the interest to make sense. It makes sense for the linguist to invest. I've been blessed with a brain and some rhythm. Those hairs too square, I'm the tortoise and I'll win it. Come on. But no carry-ons, but we carry hope. No politics, but y'all should probably vote. Don't involve me, I live for the stereo. Right side, left side, middle path, adios. No label when you living independent. Rent is too damn high for my pension. Like the lottery, the way it just rubs off. Opposite of Jimmy McMillan, I take the gloves off. Take some cheap shots, fighting for the beatbox. I'm throwing down harder than the dude who beat Brock. I'm more able though, but still murderous. On the beat.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Kcast. I am your host, Mrs. Khuck. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome in. And yes, chat, look what we got back. Ha, ha, ha. I fixed it. Move you guys over here. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hope everybody is doing good tonight. I am very excited to go over this particular topic, so I hope that you guys are buckled in. And yes, chat was broken there for a minute, Teddy. Yep, it was. So we fixed it though, it seems. Hopefully it stays. But yes, hello everybody. So I did break you. I did. That's true. I'm sorry. I apologize, chat. But yes, no, I am very much looking forward to tonight. I'm gonna have lots and lots of fun, I hope. And yeah, so this is a topic that I've been pumping up now for a little bit, and I know that I have been, so I hope that I do not disappoint any of you. And I hope that we can have some fun with this, so we'll see what happens. But thank you all for coming in here. I know that, Falgi is currently live, debating, that Stale 2000 dude. So I gotta watch that later, but yeah, we'll react to that next week. I don't think that I'm gonna be able to stream tomorrow, and Friday's probably gonna be up in the air too. But just in case, I figured that we could do that next week. I figured that would be something that we would all enjoy to watch. So, yeah, because I planned on talking about Stale 2000 this week, but things came up, as you guys, I'm sure, probably have figured out, and yeah, so we shall see what happens. But before we officially start here, chat, I want to preface something. I said this in my Discord, and I'm going to tell chat this, so then that way we're all on the same page. A little birdie told me that a Salvo Pancakes may be making an appearance if he is not already lurking. I don't know. If he is, hello Salvo. If you're not, hello Salvo. If you happen to watch this later at some point. Now, if he decides to come into chat and for him to give us, fill us in on some stuff or whatever it is, that is totally fine. Okay? That is totally okay. But, again, if he comes into chat, that is fine. However, I did warn my Discord, and I'm going to tell you guys this too. as long as he behaves himself, he is welcome to stay. Ban him and block him. Yeah, so he is, as long as he behaves himself, he is welcome to stay. But if he acts up or does his salvo-ness stuff like what he's, done before, which I hope it doesn't get to that point, but I'm just putting that out there too. I also, Nintendo Mail, he actually found out about it through the link that I posted when I tagged him in the Twitter post. And he messaged me. So, he messaged me himself. But which I was not expecting, but it happened, and that's cool, and that's totally fine. But yeah. But otherwise, Salvo is not scary. So I'm not going to treat him like he is, and I'm not afraid of him. I just know, and I kind of did tell him this otherwise, that I am aware of who you are and what you've done. So obviously, as long as we're cool, I'll be cool. And I did tell him that. I told him the same thing for the most part. So again, Salvo, you're welcome to come into chat at any point. If you don't, then that's fine too. Totally up to you. I did reach out to Edwin as well. But I do not think that he is on his Twitter anymore. Or at least it doesn't seem that way. So I did not get an answer, which is fine. And I also sent out a message to Xylee to see if we can watch some of her members only stream that has some context to this storyline, but unfortunately she didn't answer me either.
_73 super chatted
Thank you, Brandy.
$2. So getting donuts now is good timing.
Yes, getting donuts now is good timing. Yes, it's good time for donuts anytime, ma'am. What are you talking about? But no, thank you for the 2. I appreciate it. So, but anyway, as I was saying, sorry, we're getting that super chat. Thank you, Brandy. I was not able to get a hold of Xylee, to watch a little bit of some of the, I think there's like 2 members only streams that she has that has some, little bit of background to this and, that can add some provided context. But unfortunately she didn't answer me either. So that's fine too. We'll see. As I've mentioned, as I have said before, chat, this is going to be broken up probably, and I thought about this today. This is probably going to get broken up into 3 separate streams at least. 2, maybe 3. We are not going to get to everything tonight. There is way too much to cover in one night. So, there ain't no way. And y'all know me way too fucking well. I wouldn't be able probably to get through to one night either way. So, there you go. But but we'll see. So.
Queen! At the Jack of Slades became a member. At the Jack of Slades celebrates 4 months of membership. Khuck, please make me laugh. The dreamer shit is mad.
Oh, okay. I will try. My bestest. Oh, is Yen still live going over that? Yeah, I had a feeling. Thank you, Jack, for the 4 months. I appreciate it. Yeah, Yen is live right now, too. Going over the calls from Lio stream. So, I'm sure that's fun. The Sinister Six is, she put it last night, which was rather funny and true. But anyway, so, now, as I was saying, there's no way that we're going to get to everything tonight. There's just no fucking way. Now, I will also say this, too, that I am indifferent to both Edwin and Salvo, and who I'm going to bring up in a minute, Babs. Okay? I am indifferent to the 3 of them. Okay? And to this situation. Now, 3 years ago, when all of this started, did I feel a little differently? Sure. But, again, I am a bit indifferent to the 3 of them because, truthfully, again, looking back on it 3 years later, there's some stuff that has occurred, obviously, and, or 3 years, 3 years later, and it's an interesting feeling to have So, I still feel the same. What is your feeling about it, Medley? You were there too for most of it, if I remember correctly. Same as me, but and yes, and that's the other thing is that some people who are old heads like myself, Medley, Kangalope, and others, Teddy is another one. Most of you probably remember this as it was happening, as it was going live, as everything was being dropped, as everything was being talked about. I'm sure that you guys have some recollection to this, and you probably, as Medley put it, still feels the same way, which we'll find out how she feels about it in a second. But I will give, and I will be honest, my opinion about stuff then, if I think of it, and stuff now. Okay, Edwin and Salvo are gross and creepy for trying to pass around a woman they barely knew. That is very fair, Medley. That is 100% fair. Did I reach out to Eva? I mean, if she wants to come on, she can. If she wants to provide some context for things when we talk about Edwin, she's welcome to. I mean, hell, I can DM her and ask her questions if she wants. What time is it right now, Wookie, for you guys? She might be at work. Also, Babs and Brantley got the best out of this situation. Well, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that at some point. We'll talk about that too. I haven't heard of the recent Edwin drama. I didn't, though. He'd do that back in the day. I don't think that there's anything recent with them in particular, but with Edwin in particular, I should say. So, what's up, Trippy? How are you? Trippy's another person that was there when all of this happened. One of the final death throes of commentary. True. Very, very true. It's the afternoon. She might be at work, but either way, if I have questions, I'll DM her. So, and also, real quick there too, I almost forgot this. Now, if I feel that it's relevant and that if it's something that will work out and I'm okay with it, there may be a point in one of the streams that we have Salvo on. Now, that's going to take some thought on my part because I kind of want to get through this as much as possible with help, of course, a little bit of help. But yeah, again, I haven't decided on that just yet. We'll see what happens. So, we'll see. But I would not, but to be fair, and I get it, Medley, and again, you're entitled to think that way. But I do kind of am more so leaning towards talking with him only because I hope that we can have a decent conversation. But again, I don't know how things are going to play out. We'll see. So, we'll see how it goes. Edwin looking like he's melting. Oh, jeez. Well, okay. Anyway, all right. So, without and Nintendo Mail, listen. Again, I don't know what's going to happen yet. Okay, I'm just putting that out there that there might be a possibility of him calling in. If he does, I will make sure that he is aware of what the rules are and to be nice and to not, do his salvo-ness. Okay? If he, again, I'm not saying that he will. I'm not saying that he won't. I hope he doesn't because, again, I genuinely would like to, of course, leave it open for him or Edwin or both to come on and give and have a conversation. Okay? I don't expect it to be blood sports. I don't expect it to turn into anything other than, again, a conversation. But we shall see. So, and yes, last I saw that too, Medley, yeah. But we'll talk about all of that. Now, let's start from the very beginning, chat. A very good place to start. Who is ready? One's in chat if
You
you're ready.
stupid fucking whore.
At Wookie_Z super chatted $1.41. Someone read Khuck the Scorpion and the Frog, rolling eyes face emoji.
The Scorpion and the Frog? What? Thank you, Wookie, for the 2. And again, chat, while you guys are getting them ones in chat, I will say this as well. I think I touched on this earlier. But again, just a reminder, we are probably not going to get to everything. There are some things that are probably going to be missed. Okay? And some things are probably going to be glossed over because, again, there is a lot to this. So, but I will try my best to get through and talk about as much as we can that I feel that is going to be relevant. Now, okay, so let's start off with this. So, let me introduce to you, for some of you who do not know, who the 3 people of this main commentary arc are. Okay. Let's start off with who I just mentioned, Mr. Salvo Pancakes. So, this is his YouTube channel. He's had multiple channels over the years. He has been banned from YouTube quite a bit, and Twitter too quite a bit, if I remember correctly. But yes, this is his, I'm assuming this is his recent YouTube channel. From the looks of it, it probably is. But yeah, so he streamed as early as last month, and he has a couple of videos on his channel too. Oh, did he talk about the Deaf Noodles and Ethan Klein talk? Ooh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So, yeah. And Joshua, yes, I know. I am going to cover that at some point next week. So no spoilers on that. And let's focus on the topic at hand. But yes, I do know about that, and I am going to talk about that at some point. But let's focus on this subject because we got a lot to get to. So anyway, but no, this is Salvo. Okay. Now, Salvo has, again, quite the history, as we've talked about within commentary. And I have a video pulled up that I found that I think is rather interesting and gives a great synopsis as to who Salvo is. And I believe Edwin is in this video as well too. It's been a little bit since I've watched it, but this is by a creator by the name of Zank, who made this video. And I watched this a couple weeks ago, and I actually really thought that it was really good. But yeah, so we'll get to that too. So I do plan on reacting to that. Now, again, this is Salvo. We'll get more into Salvo as the story goes on. Now, this is his Twitter as well too. Some of you may know this. He blocked me on my Khuck channel, on my Khuck Twitter, but that's okay. That's fine. That's okay. And he did respond to the Khuck cast tweet about, you know, the stuff for tonight, and he quote tweeted it. Hope the coverage is fair and honest. I'll be tuned in. So, yeah. Hi, ZV. I don't have a question for you specifically. I don't know why you're asking that, but okay. But yeah, anyway. I don't know. It was from a while ago. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I don't even think that he would know. What was my question for Jar? Oh, if he ever went back to finish reading the Cine doc, or if he just skimmed it entirely. That was my question. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. So, yeah, so he did tweet this out, which again I was not expecting at all. But he did. So there you go. So there's that. Now we move on to Edwin. This is Edwin. He has 2 separate channels, actually 3 now. 3 channels. I saw the third one earlier and I was so mad that I didn't pull it up because I was pulling up something else. But he does, from what I found earlier, he does have a 3rd channel. This was his main one that he did a lot of streaming on, videos on, all of that. You leaving?
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Have fun.
Have bite.
No, goodbye. No, goodbye. Go. Go, please.
Goodbye.
Go. You're late. Bye.
I'm late.
For the meeting up with to go to the gym.
I told him I was going to be late. I told him I was going to be there at 8:45.
Oh,
Is chat behaving? Do I need to rein them in?
No, chat is fine.
Shameless plug. Don't forget to subscribe to Hucklebutt Gaming.
Get out of here.
I'm only 7 away.
7?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. What? Hi, Pluto baby. Goodbye.
He knows.
What?
He knows. He knows.
Leave. Goodbye.
He knows.
Goodbye. Anyway. So, back to what I was saying. Thank you, Mr. Khuck, for the fucking distraction, of course. Alright, so, again, this is Mr. Edwin. This is his original channel. That, you know, again, he streamed on, made videos on, the whole bit. Now, I will say this, chat, as before we continue. I do not know very much about Edwin's history. I know that he is a content creator, obviously. He's been, you know, known to different people within commentary. He used to be very friendly with Tipster and all of that too. But other than this particular drama that came up and, you know, so on and so forth, I didn't really know very much about Edwin. Now, some people knew of Edwin prior to this drama and had been watching him for quite some time. Others, you know, probably didn't know the both of them until way later, and we'll get to that. But now, he was also, he made videos for advocating for women. He's covered all sorts of different topics. Like for this one that was from 5 years ago, where he talks about Marilyn Manson, and Onision and all of that other stuff too. So, but yeah, that's basically, and this is his other channel. This is Edwin Unscripted, or Homeboy Edwin. Might as well summon him too. Hi people, how are you? But yeah, this is a stream or a video, I guess, that Salvo and Edwin did, and I saw this. This is from a year ago where they talked to Grace Thorpe. It looks like. I didn't know that they did this. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. But yeah, so there's, again, brief rundown as to who these two are. Now, we go to the woman who, oh, I'm sorry, and this is, oh, my apologies, Chad, I forgot. This is his Twitter as well, too. And as you're about to see, this is the woman who started it all. This is Babs. Now, Babs is, oh boy, Babs is a very interesting woman. As you will find out, chat, she is inadvertently caused all of this drama. Okay? Or is not caused all of it, but I won't say that. That's not fair. She was very much a part of it and caused quite the ruckus. I'll say that. My bad. My apologies. She caused quite the uproar. Salvo and Edwin did too, to be fair. But the three of them caused quite a stir. And she was also a player in this as well. Now, when we get to it, it's not going to happen right now, but this is Edwin's video that he released in July of 2023 discussing his response to the drama. You're probably thinking to yourself, why did it take, why the video, or, you know, why did it take for him to so long to respond if this started in 2022? Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. So, yeah. We'll get there for sure. So, yes, but keep in mind here, this is Babs, and of course, we all know this bearded, bald-headed man right here. This is Keemstar, and this is where it all began, chat. This is where it all began. So, alright. Yes, the gnome himself. True. Very true. And this is Babs' Twitter. She's had this up for quite some time. You know, she's been following me now for some time too. And, you know, and I have talked with her before. It's been a minute since I've talked with her, but, you know, hope that she's doing good. And this, of course, is a very famous picture as well. We all know, those of you who know, you know, this is a picture that was floating around for quite some time. When this picture was taken. That is, of course, Keemstar, Brantley, and Babs. And from my understanding, and I don't know if this is true or not, chat, but from my understanding, Brantley and Babs are still friends. That they still hang out, they still talk. They did just as recently as 2024, I think. But, if I remember correctly. But again, I could be mistaken. I don't know. Pluto, stop. No, what do you need? Come here. Okay, come in. Anyway. Oh, it's true? And she's blonde now? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I did not know that. Okay, well, thank you, Trippy. I appreciate it. I did not know that that was actually true. Okay. Babs helped them pick up their puppy a few months ago. Oh, did she really? Oh, well, that's sweet. That's very nice of her to do. So, but, okay. All right, so that confirmed it. So, now let's do a brief rundown, if you will, of this video here. This is Salvo Pancakes Commentaries Rival. Okay? One's in the chat if you're ready to watch this. This one's not very long. This is going to be about 20-ish minutes or so. Oh, thanks, Drippy. Hello, Miss Abyssal. I hope that you had a good dinner with the family. Now, oh, never mind. I was going to say something, but forget it. I was going to spoil it. Forget it. All right. Here we go.
Nicholas Diorio, Salvo is very upset with you.
Silence cheated in a game show. I don't care.
Did cheat? How is that fake? That mother did cheat on Fireball.
Interpersonal drama, dude.
There you go, chat. That's just a small taste of what Salvo has done. Now, I forgot about this part, and this part is kind of important. So Salvo used to run a show, aside from the Keemstar show. Yes, this is a clip from the Keemstar show. Salvo used to run a show, or a game show, if you will, called Fireball. Now, in this said Fireball game, and again, it's been a minute since I've watched any of the Fireball older stuff, because some of it is archived and not lost media because of, I believe, because of Salvo's original channel being deleted. But I think that there are some Fireballs floating around. I'm sure that they probably are. I don't know. But irregardless, he ran a show called Fireball. Now, okay, good night, big dude. Have a good one. Now, again, this particular argument that Salvo and Nicholas Diorio are having is about Xylee cheating in Fireball. Now, the lore, as I remember it, and Trippy can correct me, and for those that were around that time can correct me, Xylee had a question about I think it was the Rihanna song Umbrellas or something, and she either like she either said it like really fast. I don't remember exactly what it is. Again, Trippy can tell me. But Salvo accused Xylee of cheating. And it was very much a thing. And so that is what they are currently going back and forth with. So, and Trippy, you can correct me if you know. Do you know how the cheating scandal started? Because I'm having a hard time remembering that one. I know that it was surrounded by Umbrella and Rihanna. I know that. But I don't remember exactly how that all came about. So, but let's continue.
It's boring to you. You want everyone to go back to real news. You want everyone to go back to real news, real commentary, not me.
Flamingo's in town right now. He goes, well, nothing, but gets me. He goes, well, nothing, but get more viewers than me. That's not a diss, Flamenco. That's why I'm yelling at you. You do nothing. You contribute nothing. You watch people like Ethan Ralph who give you all the content, and you contribute nothing. You don't add anything. It's the most lazy, bottom of the barrel content. And for you to act like you contribute anything to those viewers, you should fucking kill yourself. Seriously. You are.
Regrets.
And you know what's actually kind of funny? I want to point this out here. How to take over a community. And I got to be honest with you, and Trippy brings up something that's interesting, and I was going to talk about this anyway. I was going to wait a little bit, but I'll go ahead and talk about it now. I'm not going to lie to you, chat. For a hot minute, Salvo was the it dude in commentary. Like, he made, to some people, he made the Keemstar show. Which, I think that is partially true. I think that he was very much a very big contributing factor to the Keemstar show being so successful. And how all of that came about. Yes, I will fully and freely give him his roses for that one. He very much made the show. Right? Because of his antics, because of what he used to say and do, and that kind of thing. Like, he was very risky and very controversial. And I think that that's why a lot of people were very much drawn to him, because of how outrageous he could be and how controversial he could be. But he was also, like, very much a softie to some people, right? Back in the day. He was very much a softie to, like, Willie Mack. Willie Mack and him used to have a show together. You know, obviously the Keemstar show, you know, things like that. And again, we'll get to some of that too, a little bit as we go on. But yeah. So, and to be fair, yeah, he actually did. I'm not even gonna lie to you, chat. It did seem like for a hot minute that he very much took over the community. So.
Regrets. More than...
The Keemstar show? Or you mean the one with Willie Mack? I thought they had a couple of different episodes. I guess not. Okay, well, never mind then.
The man, the myth, the legend, Salvo Pancakes was on the very top of the mountain of commentary, but quickly fell from such high graces. From being Keemstar's co-host to pulling 100 concurrent viewers on solo streams, how can such a deity fall so far?
He went away, and you hung around.
Salvo Pancakes.
Oh, and that song there, I believe, if I remember correctly, My Boyfriend's Back, I believe that was one of his intros, if I remember correctly. So that song is a part of his lore, too.
Pancakes started as a 2-viewer Andy, making short skits that...
He excited me for a bit just because I really hoped he would shake things up a bit. Yeah! No, very true, Teddy. Absolutely. Yeah. I think so, too. And I think, and to be fair, he did. He did shake things up quite a bit. Right? But, again, depending on your point of view, he either shook things up in a good way or a bad way or both. I say both, in my opinion. But, Yeah, no, he totally did. Absolutely.
Got nowhere, but struck gold with YouTube Shorts and Twitter videos. He used this algorithm to get the attention of creators like Augie RFC and Nicholas Diorio.
Oh, Doc on the radio. Now, I was not around during the Doc on the radio days. Really. I know of him now, and some of you may know him for other reasons. But this was, from my understanding, Doc on the radio was very much the show. Spurg Alert was the show. Doc on the radio was very much a profound figure within commentary as well. Oh, yes, Hellfire, yes, and the comedy club with Deaf Noodles, yes. That's very true. Yeah. I think they talk about that in this video, too, I'm not sure. But yes, that's also, again, Salvo has such a history that it's hard to keep track. But yes, that's definitely one of them. Yes, absolutely. So, but again, so this is Doc on the radio. This is Spurg Alert. There are some people in this call that you guys may not know or may not recognize, but there's Salvo, that's Smaggledaggle, there's Doc on the radio, and this is AC. Now, I vaguely remember AC. I vaguely remember him. I can't remember what happened to him, but I vaguely remember him. But yes, so let's continue.
To voice his opinions on the community. Salvo had such a charisma that he captivated any audience that could hear him. He called in so frequently he became a co-host on Doc on the Radio, where Salvo would commandeer every chatter of Docs to his own side, gaining followers on YouTube and Twitter alike. It would be on one of these Doc on the Radio streams that Salvo's life would dramatically change course.
Oh my god, Salvo.
Wait, Salvo, why do you have your face cam on, and why are you fucking?
I'm not putting that on. I'm not putting that on screen.
Keemstar, did you hear the H3H3 news? Probably not. It just broke tonight.
Why? What happened?
So apparently, a bunch of Teddy Fresh ex-employees are coming out against Hila Klein that she's a total bitch.
Oh, I heard the H3 Reddit is deleting all the posts about it.
Dude, no,
they're going nuclear.
That's been going on. Like
AC was Tommy's co-host who got into an argument with Salvo? Really? Are you in this, Teddy? Hold on. Did I miss that real quick? Hold on. Let me back up a second.
Probably not. It just broke tonight.
Why?
Keemstar, did you hear the H3H3 news? Probably not. It just broke tonight.
Why? What happened?
So apparently, a bunch of Teddy Fresh ex-employees are coming.
Oh, really? The Teddy Fresh? Really? Really, Teddy? I mean, I believe that's how you got your name, but is that how you got your name? Or did you just pick Teddy and it's just a coincidence? But anyway. But yeah. So, he got into it. I didn't know that he got into an argument with Salvo. Maybe I did and I just forgot. But okay. All right, cool. Thank you, Trippy. I appreciate it.
Coming out against Hila Klein that she's a total bitch.
Oh, I heard the H3 Reddit is deleting all the posts about it.
Dude, no,
they're going nuclear.
That's been going on. Like the Teddy Fresh people contacted me on Instagram, a couple of the employees, and they were like, "Dude, you don't understand. It's so horrible." Like,
and now, like, I think Ethan Klein or Teddy Fresh or something came out and said, like, anyone can post there. Those are all fake.
But that's not like entirely true because I've done like Glassdoor reviews and it goes up, but it's in a pending status until they get confirmation or some sort of like approval identification process that you did work at that previous employer there. I mean, they're nuking their like subreddit and deleting all the posts. They seem entirely defensive about it and seem very guilty about it too. And it's like you look at Hila and you look at the way she's looking at Ethan Klein, right? At her own flesh and blood, her own husband. I can't imagine how she's looking at those like fucking stupid employees there. And I don't blame her too. I mean, if it's any indication,
stupid employees.
if it's any indication of that H3 podcast crew filled with the dumbest untalented hacks in the world. I can't imagine who they're employing next door at Teddy Fresh. I mean, and did you know that like Keela Klein also steals designs from autistic children?
What?
That's not a joke.
Wait,
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what happened. But I mean, they like admitted to it because they got called out on the subreddit and it blew up so much. Ethan addressed it on the podcast. He said it was an ex-employee that they fired. They handled it. But then at the time where he's telling us that, yeah, the ex-employee stole it, they didn't even have a deal with him yet. They were going to try to find him to work out some sort of partnership. So he admitted to stealing it. Teddy Fresh, the ex-employee, stole it. They admitted to it. They knew it. They only admitted because they got caught. And then once they're addressing it, they're like, yeah, we're trying to find him. So it's even more of a disaster than what you just laid out there, honestly.
This is the most coherent I've heard Salvo on actual drama ever. Like, holy shit.
I
what
know,
the
right?
fuck?
Yeah. And that's not, and truthfully, I mean, yes, he's been coherent in other parts, but yes, that was something that was of note. And since I've seen this before, Chad, I do kind of remember this part here. This is the stream that is going to change Salvo's life, if you will. And you'll get to that in a second.
Well, Diorio,
Yes, he did, Kangaloope, I remember.
Well, Diorio, it's like
Dude, Smaggle was talking shit, and he's never sounded so coherent before.
Well, because Smaggle and the other people in this commentary
Salvo.
community, yeah. Hi, Keem.
I'm starting a podcast, and you're going to be the co-host.
Let's go.
See? Did you guys hear that? Little did Salvo know that this was going to change Salvo's life, and even Keemstar's, I'd say. And change commentary in a way that has been interesting.
Oh,
I think it makes a lot of sense, honestly, Keem. I think that's.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking. You stupid little Riri. I think I can. Wow. Got to be careful what I say next. But I think this could potentially work. We'll talk.
Okay, good. I think that's the smartest content decision you made.
Hello, everyone. You know who this is.
Salvo would be dragged into a stream with Doc on the radio, Nicholas Fiorio, and most importantly, Keemstar. Funnily enough, Salvo would go off on a tangent about H3H3 drama in front of Keemstar. He took a liking to Salvo's personality and offered him a job on his new podcast on the spot. Salvo would take up the co-host spot.
And there it is, chat. Some of you may not have seen this in a hot minute, but yes, this is the Keemstar Show. Yes, it is.
On the unnamed podcast Keemstar was started, later announcing to be the Keemstar Show, on the condition that Salvo moves to Buffalo. This would lead to complications down the road. Not much else would come immediately after. In the midst of all of this, Salvo had started his own live streaming show called Breakland TV.
I genuinely hate him, and I hate everybody talking about him, and I hate how people are acting like he's cool, and that grown men should be watching him on the stream.
Oh, Breakland, I forgot about this. Now, I had heard of this, but I never watched any of it that I can remember. So, but yeah, this is something else too.
I want him dead. I want him to burn.
And I believe that he here is talking about flamenco.
Salvo brought all his fans he accrued to his channel for his live stream called Breakland. It was a huge success for Salvo, a great echo chamber of obsessed fans to rant about any and all topics on his mind. He had the equivalent of stands on his side and formed a news team called the Salvo's News Team, or SNT.
Or SNT. The SNT, chat. Does that ring a bell for those that were around, Skelly? I know you were. Bro. Salvo burning the Brazilian flag for Deaf Noodles. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, Deaf Noodles was a major player in all of this, too, chat. Yep. Sure was.
T for short. Salvo uses this team as his self-proclaimed war dogs, with people like Parking Tigers and CJ Brown being at the forefront of the...
Oh my god, Parking Tigers! Oh, yes, and for those of you who were here for this, and we talked about this on Peepaw Stream actually last week, the CJ Brown should sound familiar to some people. Hold on a second. Give me 1 minute here. Oh, do I have it pulled up? I don't. Okay, I don't think I have. I'll have to ask Peepaw if he can find it. But or if he can send it to me. Peepaw, if you're still here, can you send me the picture of the most recent picture of CJ Brown? Please and thanks. But yes, Parking Tigers and CJ Brown were just one of the many, two of the many, of people that were on the Salvo News team. And yes, that is shadow humor, everybody. Fucking shadow humor. Shadow humor was very much a part of Salvo's community too. Yep.
Offensive. This team had special privileges with Salvo, with it later coming out that Salvo would share secrets from other people to the SNT Discord, like Chris the Narcs and Keemstar's girlfriend's real name, which wasn't Brantley.
We gotta find
A huge turning point for Salvo's career was being co-host on the Keemstar show. Some say the Keemstar made Salvo, but I don't believe that to be the truth. In my eyes, Salvo became popular through the Augie RFC mention on stream. His mention on Augie's streams and infectious personality led him to Keemstar, who gave him a platform. Salvo was the main pool.
Oh yeah, chat. So I forgot this part. So yes, Salvo was the co-host. Do you all remember who the producer was? Oh, Nintendo Mail, I'm not worried about the chat. Okay? It's fine. I'm not worried about it. Yep. That is the one and only, our one and only Chris the Fish, or Chris the Narc. Yes. That is Chris the Narc laying on the back of Keemstar's bar right there, because this was the Halloween episode, and that was when they killed Chris. And that's also, for those of you who remember, the stream where Xylee visited them. Yep. That stream I remember watching and just like, holy cow. Oh god, that takes me back, bro. That takes me back. Thank you, Peepaw. Alright, for briefly, we're gonna bring him up real quick. This is CJ Brown. And chat, this is the most recent showing of CJ. And when Peepaw mentioned this to me, and we were like before his stream, he had mentioned that to me, and I about fell out. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's actually fucking CJ Brown. Chat, I'm not kidding you. I had never heard, I have not even thought of or had heard CJ Brown's name in years. So when I found out that was him, I was like, holy shit. But yeah, this is CJ Brown. Yes, and they tried to hook Chris up with Abby Blackbird. Yes. Jesus fucking Christ. Yes, they did.
Streams and infectious personality led him to Keemstar, who gave him a platform. Salvo was the main pool for the Keemstar show. His hysterical rants and offensive nature encapsulated the entire audience, with Keemstar constantly having to wrangle him to keep the show monetizable. Even with this, Salvo's outbursts were the most popular bits, but these outbursts would also bring the show down.
I am an old person reminiscing, Metal Man. Hello, you should know this by now.
In a sense. Keemstar would repeatedly call his YouTube buddies, notably Only Used Me Blade and Brandon Buckingham.
Or guy, I don't know who you are. CJ Holiday with the 5. Carl Only Used Me Blade. He got cheated on last night with one of his good friends, Karma. Is that true?
Hold on. That's a weird.
Is that true?
That's a weird story.
Soviet Union with the 5. What up?
Hold on.
Can I read?
I gotta call my ex-friend to find out if he got cheated on. Hello? Blade, I am on Blade. Can you hear me?
Oh, Only Used Me Blade. Oh boy.
And we called you because there's people in the comments saying that you got cheated on.
No.
You didn't get cheated on?
I definitely did not get cheated on.
Blade.
I've been walking.
Hey, Blade, it's Salvo Pancakes here. I'm sure you've heard of me here. So someone in the chat goes, claims that you got cheated on. You claim it's a lie. Do you know where your wife or girlfriend was last night? Why would they say that?
I was with her last night.
Okay. Are you in a cuckold situation?
Shut up, Salvo.
No,
Not at all.
Like, none of this is true, and they have some type of proof that your girl cheated. Like, what is this? Are you being trolled by a big group of people?
Yeah.
That's just a small taste of what Salvo can do, Chad.
Would you let her, like, cheat, though? Like, is that something that, like, you are sexually interested in?
No.
Okay.
All right, well,
Livestream fails. Livestream fails is saying that they have proof of you cheating on Blade, young lady.
Of course they do.
What are they talking about? What are they referencing?
Pull up
do you
the
know,
clip
Do you
here,
know what
Chris.
they're referencing?
They're talking about outside when Chicken came up to me and kissed me, but nothing else happened.
Wait a minute. You kissed another man. Did you kiss another man? Cheating. If Brantley kissed a man, would you consider that cheating, Keem?
Yes.
So why did you come on our program, Blade, and claim that your girlfriend did not cheat last night?
Called me.
I called him. I called him. To be fair, Blade, you can just so you know, you can hang up.
No,
on
he's
us
not
at
allowed
any
to hang
time.
up. I'm going to spread rumors and lies about him if he hangs up.
No,
Blade,
shut up.
we're
Shut up,
pulling up
Salvo.
the clip here. We're pulling up the. Listen, lady, do not lump me into anything. I am my own entity, and I will start the rumors now.
Don't call me lady. My name is Rebecca.
Okay, sir. Okay, I'll call you sir.
Hey,
no problem,
don't
sir.
be
No
don't
problem,
be
sir.
misgendering people.
No problem,
it's
sir.
Rebecca.
No problem, sir.
It's Rebecca.
No problem, sir.
Salvo would do his hysterical rants, causing his phone guests to not be on, leading to the nobody answered Keem's calls meme. These hysterics wouldn't end at just this though. Keemstar would later get fed up with his antics, and would all come to a head on a snowy night in Buffalo, where both Salvo and the show's producer, Chris the Narc, weren't present.
Yep. Okay. So, hold on.
On a snowy night in Buffalo, where both
So, this is the stream that. Oh God, I'll have to go back and look at when this was. I believe this was in November. I saw it today. I can go back and look here in a second, chat. But I believe that this stream happened in November of 2022. When this stream happened, Buffalo had gotten hit with some snow. And when I say some snow, I mean like a shit ton of snow. Again, not uncommon for that to happen in Buffalo, as I'm sure that you guys probably know, or in New York rather, or on the East Coast. Y'all get an insane amount of snow on the East Coast, like I can't even begin to imagine. But this night, this was just, again, another typical Buffalo night where they were getting a shit ton of snow. Okay? Chris and Salvo both did not feel comfortable or safe to go to the show. Because of that, and so, Brantley and Keem ended up doing the show themselves. And soon after that stream was when Chris and Salvo both were let go. Now, and Trippy, if you're still here, or Peepaw, any one of you who were there that can tell me and fill in the blank here, I think that the reason why they got let go was because they did not come to this live stream, if I remember correctly. Because they did not show up to this live stream. And Keem was very upset with them. If that is true, then if there's more to it, I think that obviously that's dumb. It was dumb regardless. But yeah, there may have been something else that happened that I'm just not remembering, but I do remember, something is telling me that it had to do, I know it had to do with this, obviously, because he's talking about it, but I could have sworn that there was something else too that I'm just not remembering. For the most part, but it was a cascade of things. Okay. Yes, thank you. Gotcha. All right. Let us continue.
both Salvo and the show's producer, Chris the Narc, weren't present. On November 17th, 2022, the Keemstar show would go live as scheduled, without those two members. Salvo and Chris wouldn't show up to the studio due to inclement weather, that being heavy snowfall. Keem was a little upset with this, but went on his plan with Brantley at his side. There were no issues until later when Keem found out that Salvo was streaming at the same time as him.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about this. Yeah, Salvo ended up streaming around the same time as the Keemstar show. That's right. I forgot about this part. Okay.
This one move ruined the entire relationship between the two, with Keem finally having enough of Salvo's personality. Keem and Brantley went off on their show, later proclaiming both Salvo and Chris were fired. This may seem like a big overreaction, but Keem later came out about all of Salvo's antics off-screen, saying that not coming to the Buffalo for the show that night was the final straw. It would take a couple weeks, but Salvo would stream about what had happened, ultimately coming to the conclusion that Keemstar couldn't handle his success, and that the Keemstar show would die without him, which it very much has at the time of recording. They would go their separate ways, only having one reunion episode, which caused its own controversy, which I will not be going into. If you want to...
Okay, so the reunion episode. We're gonna get to that here in just a second, chat, because he doesn't cover it in this video, but we're gonna get to the reunion show, chat. Don't you just wait. You just wait.
To know what happened after the show between Salvo, Edwin, and Babs, you can...
Okay, so hold on.
If you want to know what happened...
This right here is Miss Babs. Okay? Again, chat, this is where it all began. This is where it all began. And when we get to the reunion episode, which I'll pull up here in just a minute, we'll get into the background of that. Don't you worry, chat. Don't you worry.
After the show between Salvo, Edwin, and Babs, you can watch Ptolemy C's Salvo interview and the Keemstar show's Babs interview for the context, while I will not get my hands dirty with that situation. It is also during this reunion stream that the biggest point of contention with Salvo would emerge, which is where Salvo repeatedly said,
and here is Edwin. Okay? Now, okay, I'll just go ahead and explain it, and then we'll go from there. So, in the reunion show, of course, you see Salvo, Kristen Ark is there too, and of course Edwin, and Edwin is there as well. Edwin got invited out there by Keemstar because of this, because of the reunion show, right? The reunion show was being planned out. He invited Edwin out. And so Edwin came.
Whore. At Metalman87 super chatted $2. This is what writers like to call foreshadowing.
Yes, very much so, Middleman. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, this is very much foreshadowing. Yes. So, as you can see, here is Edwin. And this was the first time that Keemstar, Kristen Ark, and I believe Salvo, how they had met in person. Now, if I remember correctly, Salvo and Edwin met up prior to this, or not that long before this, before the Keemstar show. They did a stream together, if I remember correctly, and some kissing got involved, which we'll get to. Yeah, Salvo and Edwin ended up kissing on stream. Again, we'll get into that. I don't want to spoil too much, but that does get brought up. Later on, it will get brought up. So, because of Edwin going out to visit Keem, he invited Babs to come along with him. At the time, him and Babs were both dating, online dating, e-dating, I guess. They hadn't met in person yet, but for some amount of time, Babs and Edwin had been talking and dating. So he invited her out to the Keemstar show. And there you go. So, and this is the reunion episode where it all happened. And, yeah, when we get there, yeah.
Kristen Ark's full name over and over again live on stream, doxing his name. And if you ask any creator, they will most likely...
Okay, so back that up a second. So, we're going to go over that part of it, and that's what I was going to bring up after this. But he talks about something that is very important in this chat. I'm sure that you guys probably caught it, and those of you who know, you know. But we'll get there.
Likely bring up this point is why they do not trust Salvo. For now, let's focus on what happened after Salvo's termination off the show. Salvo would go on to stream by himself after the Keemstar show, being very successful and entertaining to watch. He would go on to do his shtick, ranting and raving about people in the commentary community. The two harped on the most being Tipster and Xylee Gets Real. Salvo had a knack for getting under people's skin, with the before-mentioned creators both doing several streams coping and molding over his quote-unquote rasp. This golden age wouldn't last forever, as the #1 creator killer would soon rear its head and bite Salvo in the ass. Discord.
Yep.
Wait, I understand it. Someone is spamming. Clara, all right, head of the Salvo news team, was led to believe by Salvo, allegedly, all right? Again, this is a story I was told, and she'll be here to speak for herself.
Testify.
All right? She was led to believe that she was in a monogamous relationship with Salvo.
Ew.
Clara and Salvo were dating online, all right? Then Clara finds out, this is how it all comes down. Asher starts getting sexting messages from Salvo Pancakes.
Oh, shit.
Unwanted sexual stuff.
It would come out first on Twitter that the entire time Salvo's been doing his streaming, he was also texting e-girls on Discord, being provocative in DMs, asking for nudes and telling girls when he was masturbating in hopes of sexting. 3 stories.
Yep. This is when Salvo gets exposed. This was when Salvo gets exposed, and he was married too. Yes. He was married too at the time, and that is important to remember there, chat. Not just because of Salvo's, what got exposed about Salvo, but because of how Edwin plays into that too. That's something to remember.
Were the main harping points. Clara, his own SMT, Spurg named Alopis, and another e-girl by the name of Tor. To keep it short, Clara and Salvo sexted frequently, with Salvo consistently saying to Clara that he was divorcing his wife, which Clara took as him leaving his wife for her, and saying he would pay for every expenses of Clara to move to her to Ohio to be with him. Clara's story is more parasocial than anything, but Alopis' story is the funniest. She was a Spurg that got into Salvo's DMs, with them sexting back and forth for a while, which led up to the big expose of DMs where Salvo asked for videos of her gargling her own urine.
Yes, you heard that correctly, chat. Yes, you did. For those of you who do not know, yes, you heard that correctly. That is why he also has the nickname of Pancakes. Or did. I don't know if anybody still calls him that or not. But that is where the nickname Pancakes came from.
Expose of DMs where Salvo asked for videos of her gargling her own urine. From the logs, it looks like he received 2 videos from her, with Salvo being very happy with the girl seemingly actually gargling her urine out of a toilet bowl. The most damning of these 3 would be Tor, who actually met up with Salvo and had sex with him in a hotel room in Canada. Tor would claim they met after an episode of the Keemstar show, with Salvo driving up to the border and meeting her, getting a hotel room, and doing their deed. This woman and supposedly Babs are the only definitive cases of Salvo cheating on his wife.
Yes. Yes. Oh, and we'll get there too, chat. So as you can see, this is Xylee. This is the stream. Oh boy. This is a small clip of the stream where everything turns and Xylee pops the fuck off.
The incident was the final nail in the coffin for Salvo's career. Or it was until Salvo finally came back in April of 2023. Salvo took months off, sporadically posting on Twitter about coming back, their narrative being all wrong, and his new studio being built for the show. He lost everything. His wife, the SNT, and the entire internet support. Even with this, he came back, and his return stream was met with some applause, but every stream after this has been a complete flop, a mere shadow of his former glory. Salvo Pancakes was one of the greatest internet personalities on YouTube entirely, not just in the community. Salvo is truly inspiring though, which is what inspired me to make this video. One man went from making short videos on Twitter calling Augie RFC a transgender twink, to hosting a show with Keemstar that got more concurrent viewers than Augie ever could. Then back down to 150-ish concurrent on his own streams. To watch a tremendous rise and a stupendous fall is truly amazing, infiltrating the community to make himself top dog as he saw himself. And to see someone go from no one to someone in 6 months should inspire every person that saw him too. It's unfortunate that Salvo's personality got in the way of his success, but he still remains a masterclass in taking over an entire sect of people by sheer will and charm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is very much a shame. I agree.
Okay, sorry if the audio's a little shit, I'm a little sick, but a lot's happened since I started making this video. This has been like 4 months, 5 months maybe. I don't know. I've been doing it for way too long. But a lot happened with Salvo himself. Firstly, he got a lot of strikes on his channel, so he had to take down all of his VODs. So that's why there wasn't a lot of content for me to use besides what I'd already grabbed and what's been put back up. And he's down to 1 Twitter account now. It's some throwaway. He doesn't even post on it anymore. But he waited it out, and he's live streaming again now to like 15 people. And he's starting to put some of his content back up, but for the most part, he is gone. So
now, bear in mind here, chat, that this video was made roughly about 2 years ago. So
it's pretty sad to see. Hopefully, he can make some sort of comeback. But yeah, that's it now.
Alrighty. Okay, so great video by this creator, Zank. Go give him a sub. He's at 20 subs. Oh boy. I don't know if he's making content anymore, but let's see if, again, great video. And I think, yes, there could have been more information to this, and I think that he was missing some key details. But overall, as like a short 18-minute brief TLDR about who Salvo was and all of that, I think that that was a good explanation. So, and it's one of the few videos that I have been able to find where they explain Salvo and give the history of him and so on and so forth. Okay? I'm sure that there are probably more out there, but, again, that was the one that I found, and I thought that it was good. So, okay. Now we move on to the Keemstar show. Let's get there, shall we? Now, so let's go to the reunion episode of the Keemstar show. Now, we're not going to watch the whole thing. Actually, I don't think that we're going to watch any of it. We might, depending on if there's questions or whatever, if you guys need further context to it. I don't think that you will, but this is something that got brought up too in the video. So this is a tweet, and I'm going to show this here in a second. This is a tweet from Nicholas Duario on December 30th, 2022. Okay? The Keemstar show reunion episode happened on... tell you in a second. Hold on. Good night, Trippy. Have a good one. Okay, I can tell you here in just a minute.
Guitar.
Okay. So the reunion episode happened on December 8th of 2022. A lot happened in the month of December alone, chat, with this drama. This is where it really kicked off. Was around Christmas of 2022. Give or take. So, but this is a tweet, and this is where I think that we don't need to necessarily watch the reunion show. We'll get to, there's further explanations about that we'll see from Kristen Ark later on about it, and I don't think that we necessarily need to watch it, but this part is very important. Okay? So, prior to this was when the Siley stream happened, where she went scorched earth, and she burned the Salvo bridge and did all of that. Kristen Ark did too. And it was a whole thing, right? So when the reunion show came up, Salvo was not very happy, of course, with Chris, and did not like him anymore and despised him and everything else in between. But Chris, being the professional, was trying to remain calm. He was trying to remain cool. He didn't want to get into it with Salvo. He just wanted to be at the Keemstar show again and have a great time. But no. That did not end up happening. They ended up fighting most of the time on the show. It was crazy. And we're going to get to that. He fully doxed him too. He ended up fully doxing him. So, because I was not able to get a hold of Xylates for us to react to that said stream, which is a very infamous stream nowadays. We can't watch it because right now it's under members only. But I think that's the context that you can use your imagination with that for those of you who haven't seen it. I hope that you know I hope that I explained that properly. But again, if you guys need any clarifications, let me know. So, but this is a tweet from Nicholas Diorio on December 30th, 2022. Since Chris and Art has started talking about it publicly, here is a clip me and Augie RC didn't show on After Hours of Salvo maliciously doxing Chris during the Meltdown stream. He also pretty clearly threatened Xylee. These are the rules they say I force everyone to follow. And that is also something that Xylee mentioned in that stream about how Salvo doesn't have to follow rules and all of this other stuff that came up with that. So that's the context with that. So let's watch this. Now, don't worry, chat. This clip has been edited out. The name does not get released. Chris knows about this or knew about this. He approved of this being posted, and we're going to get there. We're going to talk about that.
Stop talking, Chris.
Yeah, shut
Jesus
the fuck up.
Christ.
Chris, shut up.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what happened.
Why did
3 times there, chat. 3 times he said his name.
you say
Why?
that?
There's no way he said that.
Why did you say that?
That was weird.
His fake docs?
No.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
His fake docs?
I know, but
scary.
that is somewhat similar to his name. So don't.
It's not actually not. It's actually not.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
I don't really know his real name.
Because I don't know either.
And guys, if you can get this show to 1,000 likes, I'll give you his phone number.
Oh, that's real. He'll
Dude, I've had
do
that phone
that.
number since I was like 10. Fuck.
And if you get it to 5,000 concrete viewers, his address.
We can all go there.
For 5,000 viewers, sure.
Wow, he's sacrificing his everything. Typical.
Xylee, I don't play by the rules, baby girl. You see what I do, baby girl. The rules are made to be broken, baby girl. See, like, never mind.
Yeah.
There are no motherfucking rules.
Bang.
Hey, do you want to?
So there you go. That forever changed somewhat of the course of what will happen in the month of December. So the reunion show happens and they, whatever, they're partying. Chris and Ark is there. Obviously Babs is there. They're partying. They're having a grand old time. There's the story that got revealed later that Babs offered Chris a titty shot and he turned it down. And there was a running joke that he caused all of this because he turned down the titty shot from Babs. So, yeah. It was a thing. Yeah, I know, Abyssal. I know. It's weird. I agree. But it happened. It is what it is, right? So, Salvo and Edwin are obviously there. They're partying, having a grand old time with Babs. They all go to bed. And what happens later on is going to be revealed, but I want to get to when Salvo got exposed. Now, this is the stream. Go back.
Countdown.
So this is the stream here. And again, we're not going to watch all of it, chat. We're just going to watch little snippets here. But this is the stream where Salvo got exposed. A bunch of women came out and were giving their experiences, if you will, about what they experienced with Salvo. Now, this was aired on December 29th of 2022. A lot has transpired over the last, again, I could be missing some stuff, but this one I feel is important to bring up because of what happens and what is talked about in this stream. Now, it's been a minute since I've seen this stream, mind you. It's been a little bit, but I think that we can watch a little bit of this and give you some context for those who have never seen this, or for those who haven't seen this in forever, you can listen to what happens here. and Jessica Pizzle doing the Lord's work and putting timestamps. So we are going to start. I think this one is important. We're going to do Asher's and we're going to do Clara. Now, they're not that far apart. The both of them are. They're like 9 minutes, I guess. 9 minutes apart, give or take. So we'll watch the Asher's one first and then Clara. And if you guys want to watch any of the others, I think we can watch PP Butt PP2 to hear her side of things. But yeah, so again, let's just start off with Asher's. We'll start off at the beginning here. So Keemstar is explaining what's going on at the beginning, and here we go.
Drag you one by one. I think we'll talk to Asher's first, then maybe PP and whoever. But let me run this down for you. All right.
Hi, Asher's, by the way.
Salvo, and this is going to be kind of a long intro because I just want to talk and I want you to like have a real understanding before we go into this. Salvo is married. Okay. We've met Salvo's wife. Lovely woman. All right.
So sweet.
So sweet.
Made us a pie.
She made us a pie.
Oh, okay. So what was I going to ask you? Oh my God, my question escaped me. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. So, chat, are we following along so far? Am I explaining everything as best as possible? Are you all following along? Are we good? Are there any other questions or anything else that you guys may need further context with? Or are we all good here? Am I doing the story justice, I hope? And again, let me just reiterate this here too, Chad and Salvo. If you happen to watch this later, or if you're lurking, let me explain. This is just me giving background on what has transpired or what transpired, and then we'll get into, opinions and things of that nature. So I hope that y'all are following along. Let's continue.
She made us brownies as well.
I love her.
We've partied with her. We've hung out with her. We like Salvo's wife. Salvo's our friend too, Obviously, Salvo has issues with everyone. And we've had issues with Salvo, but he's our friend too. And Salvo has the Salvo news team. And the main people in the Salvo news team are like Clara, right? Everyone knows Clara. If you know Salvo, you ever watch a show, you know Clara, right? She's like the queen bee over there.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got like CJ Brown, which is another like small streamer that Salvo's always promoting and talking about promoting his streams. And then you have like Parking Tigers. All right. Y'all know him. Salvo claims Parking Tigers, the verified journalist and all that. So those are like the three main ones. All right.
Characters.
Who are now all coming out on Twitter publicly bashing Salvo Pancakes. And
yes. So, as you guys will learn, and again, we'll get into more of this if we need to, CJ Brown and Parking Tigers are the two that, quote-unquote, broke the story about Salvo. We'll get into that.
And they're not just bashing him, all right?
They are having receipts, baby.
They got receipts. They got stories. They're talking to girls. They're leaking the shit. Like, CJ Brown fucked up a lot of shit, but we'll try to fix it and make it right.
Bad with that chat. Jesus
look at the narrative
Christ.
This is the way I understand it. All right, and I don't want to really speak for her. I'll let her tell her own story.
All
right,
a lot for you guys.
But this is the way I understand it.
Someone is spamming.
Clara, all right, head of the Salvo news team, was led to believe by Salvo allegedly. All right, again, this is a story I was told, and she'll be here to speak for herself.
Testify.
All right. She was led to believe that she was in a monogamous relationship with Salvo. But he's got a wife. What's going on?
Now, what is monogamous?
It means just them.
Nonchalant.
It's not open. No other girls. No other boys.
How did she?
Oh, I am so sorry, chat. I just heard something go on upstairs. I will be right back. Mr. Khuck left to go to the gym, so he's not home. So let me go see what's going on upstairs real quick, because it's just little Khuck. I'll be right back, I promise. goodness, we got a Yen raid and an EG raid. Let's go. Let's go. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in, EG raid and a Yen raid. Awesome. Hello. What's going on? Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, EG raiders and Yen raiders. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. For those of you who are just joining us, I just got back from checking in on Lil Khuck. What's up, EG? You're the master to... Really? Really? You gonna go there with me, EG? Really? No. But no, I appreciate the raid, sir. Thank you so much. And TN too, of course. Thank you both. Wow, I got two raids at once. That's awesome. To answer your question, he said that he read enough. Yeah, okay. Thank you, ZV. I appreciate it. But anyway, but no, welcome back in. Or welcome in, chat. And sorry, I had to go and make sure that everything was okay upstairs. So, for those of you who are just joining us, we are currently going over a retrospective on Salvo Pancakes and Edwin Generations, Homeboy Edwin, whatever you want to call him. We are at the part where Salvo gets exposed. Now, I don't know if anyone in here from EG's chat or from Yen's chat or both of you, if you guys know what I am referring to when I say Salvo Pancakes and how he got exposed. But brief description here. He got exposed for basically being very much a degen. He got accused of having a woman gargle his piss. Of having sexual relations with the woman in a hotel, cheating on his wife, leading a woman to believe that was ahead of his news team that he was dumping his wife for her. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Okay? Now, this all happened, just so chat knows, this all happened around December of 2022 is when all of this really started to kick off. And as I mentioned, when, again, you guys can go back and look if you want. As I mentioned, this was right when I came into the community. This was right around the time that I really started getting more involved, quote unquote, into the community. So this drama here, I remember almost all of it like it was yesterday. It's crazy. It's crazy. Part of the reason why I am doing this as well, is the fact that it got brought up in like different conversations, I think, when we were talking about Aiko, if I remember correctly, and, you know, things like that. But again, it also, I've been wanting to do something like this now for a while. Retrospectives to me, when it comes to either dramas that I know of to a degree or that I don't know of very well and learning about, those are always fun. I always like to, you know, expand my horizons, chat, if you will, and like to, you know, get different stories and different dramas out there so you can determine and you guys can learn along with me and get new information or whatever and new opinions and go from there. So, yes, and chat is on screen. I know, Blue Jay. I fixed it earlier. So, yeah. So, we are at the part where Keemstar is basically explaining this all happened on the old Keemstar show. Thank you, Raj. I appreciate it. This happened on the Keemstar show, the now infamous Keemstar show. And Keemstar is explaining the drama. So here we go. Oh, E-Shift, thank you for the 5 months.
At
Perfect timing.
_shift became a member. At _shift celebrates 5 months of membership.
Thank you, E-Shift. I appreciate it. Yeah, she'll have a little sniff. No. No. No, that's gross. I'm poking it with a stick, foreskin. That's what I'm doing. That's what I like to think I'm doing. I'm just poking. That's all I'm doing. That's it. And that's all I really will want to do. But anyway, okay, so we're not going to watch the whole thing. We literally just got started with this, so you got perfect timing, chat. So here we go.
Not know. Wait, hold on.
Oh, and I'm sorry for those that want me that are just joining, and you want some further context, or if you're lost on something, just let me know.
So Clara and Salvo were dating online. All right. Then Clara finds out. This is how it all comes down. Asher starts getting sexting messages from Salvo Pancakes.
Oh,
unwanted sexual stuff. Like he's saying, like, I'm jerking it, send me pictures, and she's like, I'm good. Send me more pictures. Like, these are the claims, all right? And we do have the screenshots, and we'll look at them and whatnot, all right? And the thing is when this comes out, Clara finds out about it, all right, and is very upset. What is Salvo doing, all right? But as this is being a thing that comes out, that the whole Salvo news team sees, all these other girls come out of the woodwork, and they're like, well, he was sexting with me. He was sexting with me. He was sexting with me. Some girls are like, I met him at a hotel and fucked him.
Oh, shit. Salvo's a player.
Bro, every fucking girl in the Salvo's news team were literally a fan, allegedly, because they were led to believe that Salvo is leaving his wife and moving each one of these bitches in with him. All right, we got some spammers.
Oh my God, that's
yeah, that was very much a thing. Now, chat, my memory is a bit foggy when it comes to this. Now, if I remember correctly, not all of the allegations of the women coming out were true. I think, if I remember correctly, again, it's been a hot minute, but a lot of it was just women coming out talking about Salvo. Some of it was legit, of course, but this is just Keemstar and Brantley both breaking the story and just talking about it. So that's
Zane, I can't get over it. What the hell?
This is how fucking crazy this is, right? And so here's the other thing.
I didn't know all of it.
Here's the other thing. As this story is coming out, all right, no one thinks it's real. Why would they think it's real?
Because he trolls all the time.
They think it's a troll, and they think the Salvo news team is trolling.
Yeah.
But I can assure you, this shit is real. Well, I mean, with the best accuracy I can give you. I mean, I've seen screenshots. Everyone's telling their stories. I'm pretty sure it's real.
It sounds about right. It's lining up with the timeline.
Ashers, what's going on? All right, were you approached by Salvo Pancakes?
Yeah, I was approached by Salvo Pancakes.
And what happened? Like, explain it to me. How does this all start? Try to take us slowly through this process, because the way I understand it is the Salvo news team was kind of fucking with you, messing with you, or whatever, and then at some point it turns sexual.
Yeah, it turned sexual when I went into Parking Tiger's Discord, unfortunately, because like that was a really cool place to hang out. So
yes, you heard that correctly, Kaylee. That is Asher's. Yes. And for those of you who do not know who Asher's is very much a Keemstar orbiter. Has been for quite some time. I think she still is. I don't know. I know that at one point she followed him over to Lol Cow. I know that much. But yes, Asher's is very much very much a Keemstar orbiter. So, yeah.
So, it still is a really cool place to hang out, but like he started.
Oh, and to be fair, I'm sure that there's more context to it with her. And is she still there? Okay. Because I think I had heard at one point that she got very mad at him and left or something. I don't fucking know. But irregardless, I know that there's probably more context with her, which I'm either forgetting or missing. Again, fair. But that's how I know her. That's how I know of her, as her being very much a Keemstar orbiter. So.
Just, the very first thing he said to me was, Keem said that you had nice tits. Is that true?
What?
Yeah, that's
Weird.
what he said.
Okay.
And I was like, well, yeah. And he was like, well, and then like, I can't remember what he said after that, but then he just kept like with the sexual advances. And then he asked me to turn my cam on. And he like happened to see me on cam after that, and like he's like, I love your porcelain skin, and he would say stuff like that, and I was like,
that would turn me off, girl. I'm sorry, but that is not doing it for me. I'm Dryden's a Herrera Dazzle. However I like to say it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Question mark.
So now these are in the DMs because I talked to Salvo earlier today. Salvo tells me this was a group message. Like Parking Tigers, CJ Brown, all these people were in there talking to me and trolling Ashers with me. This is clearly a joke, and these are fake screenshots. Thoughts?
I can live stream my Discord messages with Salvo Pancakes right now.
Okay. So I believe you, Ashers. I mean, you literally sent these to me.
Yeah.
Just here, let me pull these up real quick. All right. So here are the DMs right here. It's just a bunch of shit. So how does it turn sexual?
I'm actually masturbating.
Yeah, he actually said that.
Then sleep.
I just hit him up like one night after like we were in Parking Tigers Discord, and like I just wanted to get to know him, and he
so gross
just
watching
responded with sexual advances, and I was like,
so how does it turn?
No, thank you.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. So when you were telling him, all right, when you were telling him like, no, thank you, did it stop?
No, not really. Like, because like I tried contacting him again for something else, and then he would like come back to me with another sexual advance.
So your case is a little different because a lot of these girls are like, look, I was, this was like, I was cool with sexting with Salvo. Salvo obviously was cool with sexting with me. And they're like kind of exposing him for like cheating on his wife, lying, manipulating these girls. And like, that's basically it. But your case is a little more me too, if you will. Because you're like, bro, this is unwanted sexual advances. Stop. And he's still like hitting you up like, I'm jerking it. Like, come on, show me some titties or something, right?
Yeah. And when like I sent that last long message when I was like, dude, I don't want to have sex with you. Like, I super respect you. Still love you. Like, I still want you to have the best things in life. Like in Parking Tigers VC, he would still like have those same sexual advances. Like, oh, I'm masturbating right now. Hi, Ashers, what are you doing? And it would be just public in the general chat of Parking Tigers VC or in.
Yeah. Salvo was very much the sex pest, if you will. Now, that obviously very, very gross with the things that with the pee and everything, of course, which was disgusting, and it still is. But yes, as I'm sure that you guys are picking up on, Salvo was very much a sex pest. And as you guys are going to find out, Edwin was a little bit too. But in my personal opinion, Salvo was more of the sex pest than Edwin. But again, that can be debated. But yeah, so let's just watch a little bit more of this. We won't watch the whole thing.
In Parking Tigers like Discord.
Yeah.
And I would be like, oh, that's a weird message. And you think you're getting trolled, but it's like, it's super uncomfortable and you really don't know what to do about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm laughing because I know, like, we've talked about this privately because I want to know if this was real, and we've laughed about how fucking weird he is and shit, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't want to, like, laugh at someone if they feel, like, hurt or they feel like, like they're a victim or something, which I don't really feel like you feel like you're a victim. But, I mean, you told him to stop and he didn't stop, right? So it's like,
right. Yeah. I tried to make those boundaries, but it's just like he kept intruding on those boundaries.
What is the weirdest thing that he said to you? Because trust me, later as we're covering this, it's going to get a much weirder.
Oh, it's going to get way weirder.
It's going to get really weird. Like, you know how there's this thing where you're not allowed.
Oh, uh-oh. Wookie, are you good? We here? We all right? We all here, chat? Hold on, let me just double check. We all good? Okay, cool. Okay. Awesome. While I've got you guys, hold on. I want to bring up something really, really quick before I forget, because I forgot to do this earlier, and I want to make sure that I'm looking at it directly. Okay. Sorry, Wookie. That sucks. Okay. All right. All right. So, let's get back to this. Okay, and again, chat, like I said, we're not going to watch the whole thing. So, we'll watch one more after this. We'll listen to Clara, because Clara's testimony is quite interesting, in my opinion, and maybe a couple of others. But yeah, so here we go.
To kink shame people. Like, you shouldn't.
You're
kink
gonna
shame.
want to.
We're gonna kink shame him. We're kink shaming fucking Salvo tonight.
You're gonna want to.
Allegedly, Salvo's into some weird shit, and we're gonna pick on him because it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. Yeah. But no, go ahead. What else?
You know, it wasn't really the sexual stuff. It was him comparing me to other girls, and saying that I was hotter than them. That really weirded me out, because it's like, why are you putting me above other people?
Interesting.
That really bugged me. You know?
Interesting. Well, as of right now, Salvo has completely left the internet. All right. I talked to Salvo, and I don't want to leak our private conversation, but I got to say this much. All right.
Chances of him coming back are slim to none.
The chances of him coming back are slim to none, and you will know more when we speak to Clara, who we should probably speak to her next. We'll speak to Clara right away. But we'll get to all of that. But his wife and him they're done now.
His wife blocked me.
Yeah.
Aw.
And Brantley and Salvo's wife, I don't know if you want to say friends, because friends is such a weird term that everyone has
checked up on each other.
different definitions, but they would like text each other every week. They were cool.
and then, yeah.
And so Brantley went to Salvo's wife's Instagram when this started getting leaked on Twitter, because she was like, oh my God, I wonder how his wife's dealing with all this, right? And she deleted her Instagram. And I go, what? Really? And I look on my Instagram, and it's still there. So she blocked Brantley. So Brantley texts Salvo's wife, like, what is going on? Didn't deliver. Blocked Brantley's like text message. So
it's been a hell of a fucking week, I'll tell you that.
I talked to Salvo. Salvo said fake screenshot. You know, Salvo's never going to admit to anything, right? He said it's fake. It's all fake. It's all bullshit.
I'll let people think what they want to think.
I think Salvo's statement to the community, when I said you need to like defend yourself or just admit that this is, his statement, if you will, is he doesn't define what reality is.
Yeah.
That's it.
I feel horrible. We're talking about a marriage. We're talking about two people that actually love each other.
A sweet, sweet woman too.
Him and his wife love each other.
She is such a good woman.
Without a shadow of doubt. Like, we've seen it firsthand. They love each other. They're a great couple.
Okay. So I think that you guys are starting to get the gist of that anyway. So let's watch a little bit of what Clara had to
From
say.
the Salvo news
Clara.
team, known as like the Queen Bee over the Salvo news team. Clara, what's the story? What's going on with all this?
It's a fucking mess, Keem, and I know, I'm an idiot. But I think the thing that has been consistent with Salvo is his manipulation and lies behind the scenes. And I know that he does that, like, on camera and stuff, but it is like a joke. It's meant to be like a joke, and like, yeah. Okay, so basically, he came into my DMs, and we had like a very normal conversation for a while, and I can't remember. This all happened on an account which is
like,
now
I'm just gonna
suspended.
say it. I'm gonna say it. You're basically like his online girlfriend. You and Salvo talk every single day, multiple times a day. You're the head of his like news team. I've seen firsthand you guys FaceTime all day long. I thought you guys are either really good friends or you have an online relationship. Were you dating Salvo Pancakes?
I mean, I thought I was. So he told me that him and his wife were getting a divorce. And that is why I was kind of like okay with it. And he is a paranoid dude, and he didn't want to give me loads of details. So it's
he couldn't be getting okay. When did he tell you that him and his wife were getting a divorce?
Like back in July or August.
What? No.
Uh-huh.
They just
I know.
remember the Christmas shoot they just had done together with the dogs?
Yeah.
They're not getting into, this is wow.
He posted
okay.
it on Twitter too, though. I thought he posted the picture with his wife on Twitter.
Okay, so
with the dog.
He tells you that he's getting a divorce, but he's like, his wife has been on the show. Remember when Xylee came on?
Yeah. So what he said was, they've been together for
Salvo was psychic, apparently.
so long, and he still loves her, but they are separated. They are sorting out how to work out who's going to get the house, and he's like just going to give her everything. And
now he didn't tell you he had kids, did he?
No.
I know. I miss Xylee too. So on the second part of this chat, when we go over that part, we'll get into more of the of the Xylee stuff and all of that, and of course more of the Edwin stuff. But right now, I'm trying to just, again, like I mentioned, try to put everything in order as best as I can when it comes to this. And so yeah, so I think that's enough. I think that's enough for that stream. I think that you guys get the gist of this anyway, or at least, or do you guys want to keep watching? Do you guys have it? Are you guys cool? Do you guys get it? Or do you guys want to watch a little bit more? Yes, Kaylee. Yes. That is why. Or she didn't. Yes. Probably still doesn't. Can't say I blame her. But yeah, that's why she doesn't like the pancake emojis. Yes. Because as we explain, as it's going to be revealed, and as we're going to talk about, there's quite a bit of history with Xylee, Salvo, and Edwin as well, too. We're going to get into that as well. So don't you worry, chat. Like I said earlier, this is going to be a multi-stream, multi-topic stream. So we're going to do mini streams on this, I have a feeling. So, yeah. But are we cool? Do we want to watch a little bit more of this? Are you guys, again, I think that it's pretty self-explanatory, at least to me. But that's because I know this drama. But does anybody have any questions? Are you following along? Are we cool? Because I kind of wanted it to get to the next one that is in kind of order of this. But if we want to watch a little bit more of this, we can. Up to you guys. And I would like to hit that goal tonight, too, if we can, chat, because you guys have been awesome. Do we have any snacks on this bus ride? Yes, of course you do, Blue Jay. Yes, of course you do. So. Okay. You're all cool? Okay. All right, cool. All right. So the next thing that I kind of want to get to, and again, that's a 3.5 hour stream. If any one of you want to watch it on your own time, feel free. But we're not going to do that tonight. So, the next one that I have is this. Now,
on a professional nature, on a personal nature, because
sorry. Okay, so this is a short stream. We're not going to watch all of it. That Kristen Ark did the day after the Keemstar show, this Keemstar show episode, explaining his experience with Salvo, coming out about Salvo, talking about it for briefly because he was, obviously wanting to give his opinions on it, and this was of course after the Xylee stream as well, where they both basically told Salvo to fuck off. Okay. He gives his thoughts and opinions on it, and he brings up the doxing. He gets into all of that too. So we're going to watch some of that. Again, we're not going to watch the whole thing, but I think that we can watch a good chunk of this, and then we'll probably end it here, right here, chat, for tonight, and then when the next stream, we'll pick up where we left off. Sound good? It's a shame nobody else saw the earlier years of drama on YouTube. Yeah, for some of it, yeah. Like, I totally missed, like, the 2016 era. So, Wookie, shut up! But, yeah, so, we'll start with this. Okay, give me a second. So, yeah, he starts pretty much right off the bat. So. Okay, have a good night, Kaylee. Uh-oh. Rao ruined the block stream of a refugee. Well, thank you, Coyote, for... Oh, boy. So thank you for coming over. Much appreciated. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, no, chat. Let's hit this goal, please, and thank you again. Thank you all for coming out here tonight. I greatly appreciate it. I know a bunch of different people are streaming right now, and I appreciate all of you who have been here tonight and sticking with me. Appreciate you oh so much. And again, thank you again, once again, to to EG and to Yen for both of you guys' raids. I appreciate it. So, all right, let's get into this short Kristen arc stream. Okay, here we go, chat.
Knock it out. That's it. We're gonna do it one and go, and I'm never speaking about it again. Cool? Cool. Hi, everybody. Hope you've been doing all right. Was trapped in Florida for a long period of time. A little too long, if you ask me. But I'm back. Computer's still busted, so I had to steal my roommate's computer that I gave him a while back. It's just how it is. Thank you guys for being really cool while I was trapped and everything like that. Buffalo is still in a state of disarray.
Oh, yeah. So, again, like I mentioned earlier, the snowstorm hit Buffalo. Chris is just explaining where he was at to a degree and all of that, and he's just explaining all of that. So, I know! He looks so young in this, I know! Well, Chris is fairly young. Is he 30 now? Almost 30? I don't even know. But yeah, he's young and that's funny though. I mean, he's probably gonna say fuck you, which he can. That's fine. But he's younger than me, so I'm allowed to say it. But yeah. So anyway, but yeah, no, he's just explaining what the current state of Buffalo was. So we'll skip ahead just a little bit.
Even have power, massive tree knocked over. It's crazy that I was able to leave, but I feel horrible for the people that I left behind here. If you were wondering, Chef is safe. He's all good. My neighbors really came through and took care of him, and it was really. I want to talk about something, and I'm just gonna knock it out. Now I know everyone's talking about the Salvo Pancake situation in regards to all the women.
Blue
Keemstar
Jay
already covered that too.
Does not surprise me. Looking to trade? No, hell no, Metal Man. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm fine. No. I'm not trading in Mr. Khuck for Kristen Arc. That's not happening. No. Although, I will admit that, yes, Chris, I'm sure to some ladies, is a very attractive young man. Okay? I'm not going to deny that. But I would not leave Mr. Khuck for him. That ain't happening. Hell no.
To the 9th degree, right? Like he already covered it to the maximum that you can, and exposed a lot of it already out there. There are some things though that I want to get off of my chest. I know it's kind of gay of me to do that, but I'm going to. I've given people permission that I've told behind the scenes about this stuff to tweet it out, so we're going to go over that tweet. I have no issue showing this, because now more than ever, I really realized I owe nothing to this man. Now, I want to preface this by saying I do appreciate Salvo for getting me in contact with Keem and a lot of the community. I care a lot about these people. And it's really nice that I was able to meet all these people because of him getting me on the Keemstar show. I want to preface one thing. Salvo never came at me advance-wise. We kissed one time as a fucking meme. That's it. If you guys are here to talk about where did he touch you and all this stupid shit, you could jam it up your fucking ass. I'm here to talk about some other stuff. So, the situation being that I'm talking about is something that I've kept pretty much on the DL.
You stupid
Thank you.
Chatted $1.46. His DK was out.
Yes, it was. Thank you, B-Sobs, for the 2. I appreciate that. Oh, we gotta play that now. Oh, let me find it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Fishy, where's your sound bites? Where are they? I know they're here somewhere. Ah, there they are. Okay. God, you've got so many, dude. Like, seriously, I gotta do some scrolling. Holy shit. For those of you who are in my Discord, which a good chunk of you are, Fishy, our beloved Fishy, created a thread under the Talks Amongst Yourselves of almost all, I'm sure he's got more, of his clips that he's gotten over God knows how long. God, he has so many. Let me see if I can just find it. Hold on. Let me see if I can search for it. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I gotta do some scrolling. Unless Fishy is lurking here and he can send it to me himself yet again, but... Yes, is it on the Discord soundboard? Let me see. I don't think that it is. Let me see. No, I have the one of him saying, you can suck my ass. I have that one. Yeah, that's the one that I have. And yeah, this is the one I have.
Suck my fucking ass.
That's the one that I have.
You stupid fucking whore.
At Soames super chatted $1.46.
Thank you for the 2. Yay, hit the goal.
She is a woman. She is retarded.
Oh, thank you, B-Soms. Thank you. Thank you for hitting the goal and thank you for the 2. Appreciate you, asshole. Thank you, B-Soms. Thank you, B-Soms, for the 2. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let me get... Go up here. Let's go with Mr. Huck, because we're talking about him. And Middleman, I saw your comment. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. All right. There we go. Cool. All right. Thank you guys so much. All right. Let me find it. Oh, good Lord, Fishy. I didn't realize he had that many. I'm still scrolling, chat. I'm still scrolling. Okay. Are they in order? Let's see. I think they are. Or they look like it anyway. If I can't find it here in a minute, chat, we'll just continue. But I could have sworn that it was relatively around this list, but I guess not. Hold on, let me see.
Hey! Hey, lady! How big are your tits?
That's a good one. Let's see here. Ah, here we go. I found it. I found it.
His dick was out! His dick was out!
You have me saying Jesus is in my cock? Oh, God. Yeah, send it to me. Might as well. What do you mean it's worth it? What do you mean if it was worth it? Is what worth it? The soundbite? Yes, of course it's worth it. Nintendo Meow? What?
His dick was out!
Yes, there you go. I found it. There you go, chat. There you go. I might change my notification sound back to that, not gonna lie, or at least something else. I'm tired of Templar calling me a stupid whore. I'm gonna probably change that. I don't know, maybe tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see.
Entire time. I know a lot of people have seen it, but I never confirmed it, nor did I pay attention to it. And I told, people that were asking me, trusted people, that it was real. And I'm just being upfront with everybody here. I'm going to be talking about what's been going on behind the scenes in regard to Salvo. So I'm not going to expose any additional shit. I'm just talking about the specific thing that happened to me and why Salvo is actually a piece of shit. So, well, not actually. He's already shown to be a piece of shit. Why he's a piece of shit and the community should really care. Now, I know Salvo's going to sit here. He could be like, oh, I owe this guy, I gave him pep talks and everything, which he did. He gave me a lot of pep talks during the Keemstar show, behind the scenes and everything. It was great. It was really nice of him to do that. But at the same time, he never really liked me, from what I understand. People are reaching out to me stating that he continuously would talk shit all the time, which is fair. I wasn't that good at the show. I was still learning. I was nervous all the time, and Salvo did something to help me out.
Yeah, so if you guys remember, or for those of you, again, who do not know, when Chris got picked to be a producer of the Keemstar show, he was like he had only been making content for like a couple of months, I think, if I remember correctly, or at least that's what I remember being talked about. I don't know exactly for how long, but I do know that it wasn't for Chris. I think had just started making content not that long before he started on the Keemstar show. I'm almost fairly positive. But so yeah, he made some mistakes, shit happens, and Keem did Keem things and would freak out on him and do all the things with him and make it entertaining to a degree. But yeah, I mean, but also Salvo, and he's being fair here, you know, he's saying that Salvo was fair to him to a degree, but obviously there's only so much that he was willing to put up with, and yeah. So
the reason I'm kind of dancing around is because I'm a very private person. I don't like my information being out there. Funny enough, my first name is a part of, you know,
so did I,
the username, so I never really was scared to like put that out there. But my full name and the concept of doxing is something that if you've watched this channel from the beginning, I have a significant issue with. People that use people's information, private information, for malicious purposes or just leaking it in general. Thank you for the $5 Spectre. I don't like those people.
Blue Jay,
I actually
agree.
despise those people. I think that they are horrible fucking people that can't actually hold a conversation nor handle criticism. I have said this multiple times. You can go back to all of my live streams, every single one of my videos. I hate doxers. I think they are the biggest pieces of shit in the world. Now, if you haven't seen the tweet yet by Nick or the Twitter space that I just did, I'm going to confirm now.
And I will have to agree, obviously, that doxing is extremely bad. And you know what? As I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, I have always said this from the get-go. Doxing is obviously something that I highly, highly disavow, always have, always will. So, and the fact that Salvo did this, and unfortunately, this is not the first time that Salvo will do something like this, and it comes up, I don't know if we're going to get to it or not, but Salvo has quite the history of doing this shit. And that's why, even still to this day, he has the reputation that he does. So, now, a lot of people, and again, I don't know how true this may be, a lot of people don't really know who Salvo is, because, again, he probably has a whole new audience, maybe, who knows, or he's got some loyal ones that have stuck with him all these years, who knows, I have no idea, but this is the thing, is that he is known to do this. He has a reputation for this. He has admitted to doing this. He has admitted to straight up lying and making up lies about, you know, Xylee and other people. So, yeah, again, he has a history and he has a reputation for a reason. So, 44 Wallaby Lane. No, what is it? Is that the address from Finding Nemo? 42 Wallaby Way or Street or something. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Wookie. Nice. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, anyway, so, and again, when Salvo had seen the tweet, of my tweet of posting about tonight's stream, and the possibility or the conversation came up about him coming on or offering to come on at some point, I did tell him, I know of your reputation about doxing, and I highly disavow it. I'm not going to be, you know, again, I'm not going to hide it. My perception... Oh my goodness, Brandy, thank you!
$10. I have to share. Favorite just got told on Fortnite by some tactical tampon ass why isn't she in the kitchen making sandwiches. She almost made him cry because she told him off didn't feed into it.
Wait, what? I have to share. Favorite just got told on Fortnite by some tactical ass. Oh, by some tactical fanboy. Okay. Why isn't she in the kitchen making sandwiches? Bro. Oh, that's funny. That's a good one. That was worth it, Brandy. That was worth it. Oh, that's funny. fucking right, man. W to your wifey. Hell yeah. W to your wifey or your favorite. That's awesome. And thank you for the 10. I appreciate you, Brandy. Thank you so much. You are awesome. Thank you, thank you.
Now that Salvo Pancakes on 2 occasions has name dropped me. The first occasion, yeah, it was through my voicemail, and Keemstar did the same thing on accident on stream. The difference between Keem and Salvo is that Keem apologized and is willing to remove that information. Just left it there on accident. It's okay. I didn't really care. I already told people it was fake publicly because I didn't want people to know it was real. Well, it is. It's 100% real. And that's just how it is. Most Italian last name ever. Usually when you get doxxed, you don't want to draw attention to it. But I think in this...
Wait, Moon. Where did Templar guest appear? Oh, God. It was the favorite because we always tell her, take no shit from assholes. Or ass... I love it. Assholes, that works too. Assholes works too. But I know you meant assholes. That's funny, Brandy. That's funny. W favorite. Mama Oko, they were discussing the OTK video together. Oh boy. Did you see what OTK video? Okay. Anyway, I'm sure. Let's not get too derailed, chat. But no, Wookie, I did not see Templar's tweet. Feel free to send that to me. I'll look at it later. Okay, let's get back to this, chat. Sorry, we're derailment. I know, but let's try to stay on track and let's get back to this.
Context to show everybody that this man is not somebody that you should trust under any circumstance in regard to private information, phone calls, anything. So I'm just being upfront here about my time with him. I could never tell when he was joking or being serious. I have an issue with that. Trying to determine with people if they're joking or serious. It's been always an issue for me being able to tell that. And Salvo played that perfectly. I never knew what he was thinking. Anytime that he would try and talk shit about people that I enjoy or friends of mine I consider in this community, like Tipster and Xylee, I would try to talk to him behind the scenes about it, especially with the Xylee stuff when he was accusing her of cheating. I sat him down and said, dude, this is fucking insane. You need to stop doing this shit. Stop doing this shit. And Keemstar can corroborate that as well. So I tend to handle things behind the scenes between friends. That's what I do. I handle things behind the scenes with people that I respect and friends. I don't like to air out fucking dirty laundry. But again, in this context, I'm going to, because people need to know. And I'm not trying to take away from the situation with the girls at all. I just think people need to know this as well. And to be honest, I don't even think some of the SNT members even knew that it was real. I have been told that a handful of people were told it was real. So Salvo was completely fine telling people that it was real. He's a dick. He's a fucking douchebag. And somebody that can't handle criticism at all, even in a joking manner. So I want to go over that specific instance. So when Salvo leaked my first and last name on his show, I didn't make a fuss about it. I didn't blame him. It was a mistake. It happens to everybody. You call someone on a cell phone, somebody has their name on their voicemail. I used to work for a business and I needed my first and last name to be identifiable. I haven't changed it since I quit that job because I thought this shit wouldn't happen. That's on.
Well, I hope he's changed it now.
For me, I should have done it. The minute I gave out my number to creators, I should have done that just in case. But that's on me, and I totally own that. What I don't like about this, and this is where we're going to get into the part where I completely lost all faith in this man as a human being. I already did before, but now it's over the top. All right, so when he doxed my name on live stream, totally on accident. This new Apple Watch just fucking recorded everything I said for some reason. That's creepy. So when he did that, again, I didn't have I thought it was an accident, which it was. I reached out to him and I texted him, hey man, can you please remove this? Yada, yada, yada. I don't like my name being out there. I know it was a fuck up. It's no big deal. Can you just delete it? He responds with what my Twitter banner is right now. You can go to my Twitter and look at the banner. He responds with Chris the Rat, because this was the time.
Yep. And for those of you who do not know, that's where Chris the Rat came from Salvo.
Frame that I basically said I'm burning the Salvo bridge because I was getting tired of his shit on the Xylee stream, and I was getting fucking over how he was treating Tipster, Xylee, Augie, Nick, like everybody in general. I got tired of it, and I didn't want to, I just said, fuck it, I don't want to keep dealing with this guy. I was just being an adult in that moment in regard to not saying anything publicly about the docs, and it was an accident. It was a total accident. When I reached out to him, he called me Chris the Rat, which dude, you need to get some better nicknames. Narc, Rat, like you're just using the same sort of shit. You could have used something better. I thought you were a comedian. Anyways, so when that happens, and Hannah, I'm sorry I'm going to bring this up, but he never responded to me after that. After I sent him a couple more texts and we were like, okay, fuck this. I was like, fuck this, whatever. Hannah reached out to Salvo and said, hey, can you delete Chris's name from the stream? Hannah shows me that Salvo said it's going to take 3 to 4 days to remove the name due to the YouTube editing tool, which is usually the time frame that it does take. I've done it for the Keemstar show before. I know how long it takes. So I thinking that Salvo, after all the times that I've tried telling him about his docs and all the times I've been on Reddit's reporting accounts, the team was reporting accounts that were doxing Salvo. I sent him evidence of all this stuff and said, hey man, just letting you know about this shit. Hey man, I'm just letting you know that this person's trying to dox you. It's all legit. Like, I'm just letting you know. His response was, you handle it. What do you want me to do? Be concerned about it all the time? Which he was. Now, this is my issue. He tells Hannah that he's going to delete my name. 3 weeks later, I get evidence stating that he never removed my name and lied straight to Hannah's face and never informed me about any of it and kept it in. That stream is now privated after, even though I fucking hate Slug. Slug brought attention to the second docs. So that stream was removed, from what I understand, after he got called out. Because I was trying to be, like, low-key about it. I didn't want anyone to know. I didn't want anyone to know it was my full name. Anything. I didn't want to know. I don't want to be sitting here telling you all about this. I literally just wanted this shit to be swept under the rug because I sat back and said it's not worth bringing attention to. Because if I bring attention to it, people are going to look at it. But the situation has changed based on all the information.
Oh, yes, Nintendo Mail. Yes, that's something to bring up too. Yes, absolutely. So, Chris mentioned Hannah, and for those of you who do not know who Hannah is, Hannah, or Hannah Animal, as she's known as, or more well known as, was one of Chris's mods, and I think that she was a part of the news team that he had for briefly, I think, if I remember correctly. She was also very much, friendly with Tipster and with other people like that as well, too, at a time. She's still on Twitter. I still see her every so often. I follow her on Twitter, but she's, she mainly just keeps to herself from what I've seen. Haven't really seen her around very often or very much. But yeah, she was very much a part of Chris's community for a little bit. Maybe she still is. I don't know. But again, she hasn't been around in a hot minute. Probably just out touching grass and living life, which good for her if she is. And also, she was also a lyric in the Turkey Tom rap about Tipster. So there's another bit of lore there for you. There's more to it. About Hannah that we can talk about, but that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, that's the briefest TLDR that I got about Hannah. So there you go.
That I've been presented on Salvo's actions towards these women, and talking to people. So
because Slug is Slug.
I have no loyalty to Salvo after he did that.
It is what it is.
Zero. I have zero fucking loyalty to this man for this specific situation. So, I let that go. I let it go. I'm like, fuck it. You know what? I'm just never going to talk to the guy again. I have no fucking reason to talk to him at all. Keemstar invites me onto the reunion show. I would like to meet Edwin because I've watched Edwin for a long time. We've talked on streams. Meeting Edwin would have been a really cool thing. And I thought, hey, fuck it. It'll be one show. I'll hang out. I'll have fun. We'll drink. We'll talk shit. Typical Keemstar show. Back in full form with a guest. That show, as you have seen, was a complete shit show. Start to finish. Start to finish. Complete shit show. Now, there was a point in the stream, which I am going to show you guys, and that Nick has tweeted out with my permission, of Salvo getting mad at me because I was coming at him and I wasn't caring. Because they were doing the thing to me, the video of him shoving me.
And this is where Chris shows, here in just a minute, this is where Chris shows that clip of Salvo saying his name, and he's explaining what his thoughts were with it. So I'll skip forward to that. Give me a second here. Sorry, Chris, but okay. So when we get to here is when he starts to talk about it.
Ever do that again on the internet. So let's go over this real quick. Now, this clip is from the show. Nicholas Diorio posted this tweet, again, with my permission, after I told him he is allowed to talk about my dogs publicly. I went on a Twitter space and confirmed it before Nick did this. I need to preface that with everybody here. It's on Maggots Edit's Twitter space towards the end. You can watch it. I talk about all of what I'm going to talk about here with you guys. If you want consistency, you're going to see it. So, Nick Diorio says, since Chris the Narc has started talking about it publicly, here's a clip of me and Augie didn't show on After Hours of Salvo doxing Chris during the Meltdown stream. He's also clearly threatened Xylee. These rules that I say I enforce on everyone to follow. Now, he puts those in quotations.
I know, right, Blue Jay? That's a very good question. What is it with people and leaving for milk? First Xylee and now Chris. How hard is it to find milk? Exactly. Preach. I know, right? Although, Chris has been popping up in chats. He was in Lyo's chat last night, and I think he was in Beckett's at one point, but he's been popping up a little bit more here and there, thankfully. But yeah, I just hope that he's okay. He's obviously alive. He's been popping in and out of chats and stuff, obviously, but hope that he's good and that he comes back here soon, hopefully. So I know he's been gone for a hot minute. I don't remember the last time that he streamed, actually. I think it was sometime late last year or maybe before the end of the year. I don't know. Maybe it was before. I don't know. But yeah, he's been gone for a hot minute. But Chris, if you happen to see this, I don't know if you will or not. But hey, dude, we miss you. Hope that you're good. I know how you like to pop in here randomly as well, too, which I appreciate. You're welcome back anytime. But yeah, so just hope you're good.
Because there's no real commentary rules. But this is the thing. Basic understanding of not fucking name doxing someone when their name is not their profile or put anywhere on the internet. Like, I don't have anything out there that is my full fucking name anymore. It's gone. It's gone, and I don't want it. I did that so I can make content. Now, I did fuck up sometimes. It's totally fine. It happens to everybody. But him saying the name out loud and drawing attention to it because he got pissy at me because I was talking shit back to him, and then come to find out from some people that will remain nameless, he continuously and consistently would talk shit about me all the time behind my back to the Salvo News Team members or to certain people in the Salvo News Team. So, once that happened, and this is happening all right now. I just got that information before getting on the live, that he was doing this shit. And on top of that, has confirmed to people that the dox is real, privately. So, not only did he do it on the live stream to get a one-up on me, he also told people in private, after I said it's not real publicly a handful of times, that it's real. The man genuinely did this because he didn't like me. And I get what you're saying, dude. I stopped caring about my name getting leaked. It happens to everybody. That's fine. Gino's business. That's nice, Mike. I love it. That's funny. Thank you for the $5, brother. But for me, I care. For me, I care. A lot of people don't like their full fucking names being put on blast because that causes issues, especially as a creator. I feel like...
Yeah, it can. Depending on, certain circumstances, yes, it can. But obviously, as I'm sure that you guys can probably pick up on if you haven't already, Chris is indicating, like, the feelings that he had at the time about Salvo and how he's showing to all of us and talking about just how vindictive Salvo was to him. And, just how it all imploded. Because again, I'm going to be real here. Salvo got too big for his britches, is what I genuinely think. Now, he may disagree with me on that, and he's entitled to disagree with me on that, and that's fine. But I'm going to be honest. Now, when we get to the Salvo and Edwin story, which we'll get to the next stream that we do, I promise. That's mainly what we'll talk about. I will be fair, and I will give what my takes were at the time, if I remember them, and what my takes are now. I will be fair, especially when it comes up about the threesome, which we'll get to, and all of that, I will be honest and I will be fair. Salvo, Edwin, whoever, Babs may not like that, and that's okay. That's okay. They don't have to. But I hope that I try my best to show to you guys just how genuine I'm going to try my best to be and explain to you what my thought was at the time and all of that. And yes, Miss Honey, when the story first came out, or again, we'll get to that too. No spoilers. We'll get to that too. I did talk about this a little while ago. One of the times that I talked about it, but I haven't really delved into the actual drama of this until tonight. So, but yeah. Anyway, let's continue with this. We're not gonna watch much longer of this, chat. We're almost done.
Every creator that's been doxxed doesn't want that to happen to their worst fucking enemy, even if it's something small. I hate people that dox people. I do. And I've always been consistent with hating people that dox people. But I stay quiet with Salvo because...
Yes, I did talk to Babs at one point. Yes. Which we'll get to.
I'm going to be upfront. Didn't want the headache. Didn't want people to go out and see it. I didn't want people to bring it out. I didn't want people to do anything.
Yes, I want to show that I want to show to try to be as fair as possible. And try not to show any bias or anything like that with it. Yeah, may some of it peek out when we get to some of the Xylee stuff and, as we continue on with this, sure. But I will try to be as honest and as fair as I can be. So.
Anything like that. I handled it in the way that I thought was the most professional way to do it. Stay quiet. Let a handful of people know who asked, who are trusted people that I know won't go public with any of it unless given permission. And they did it. They stayed quiet. I begged people not to bring it up. I begged people not to talk about it because I didn't want a whole thing out of this. I didn't. I really didn't. I stayed fucking quiet because I thought, hey, I just don't want to draw attention. But fuck it. With all the information that's come out about this guy, and to be honest, he's not a good fucking person. I don't give a shit. I'll show you guys everything. So we're going to watch this clip and you're going to see what I'm talking about.
Hey, do you want to stop talking, Chris?
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Christ.
Chris, shut up.
3 times. 3 times. He stated it. 3. Yep. On the live stream. Let me just play that back for you guys.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Chris,
1, 2, 3. 3. 3 times the man said my full name to about over 1,000 people on Keemstar's show. Yep. Now, I don't blame Keem because Keem was completely unaware. He had no idea that was even my last name. I never told Keem my last name. I've never told anyone my last name. Salvo did that 3 times. That's my name. Augie bleeped it out because they were potentially going to plan on going over it during the live stream if they went over this stream, but they didn't because I basically was telling people, please don't tell people about this. Don't bring it up. I just don't want it to come into a thing. So he does it 3 times. Full name. Because he got pissy that I was talking shit back. At least that's how I perceived it. Now, I sat down and I was struggling with the idea of whether it was malicious or not. Because, the more I think about it, the more I thought about it. And then finally, after just fucking getting the balls to say it, it was malicious. It was him trying to get a one-up on me because he didn't like that I was talking shit back. Because he saw me as the weak link on the show, which is fine. I usually played that role, / was that role, because I was nervous to be in that situation. Salvo held me on the back end, trying to give me pep talks and shit, but talking shit behind my back, apparently. That's at least what I've been told. So, this happens, and I stay silent. People are asking me about it. People are DMing me about it and saying, is this real? This real? Again, only let a handful of people know it was real. And the times I was asked about it publicly, I denied it because I didn't want people to know.
And you know what? And I think that in retrospect here, I mean, yeah, could Chris have handled it in a different way? Could he have confronted Salvo right then and there on the stream? Could he have, obviously done, he could have done multiple different things, right? Could Salvo not have said his name, right? Yeah, absolutely. But, and to be fair to Chris here a little bit, yeah, could he have reacted a little bit differently to this? Of course. But he didn't. And you know what? I'm going to be fair here. I think what he did in this particular circumstance was the right thing to do. Because if I were him, and if I were in that type of situation, I would think that I would have probably done something similar to that. Okay? I've talked about this before. Not many times, but I've talked about this before. I have been doxxed. My first and last name, my picture, have been out there now for some time. Okay? It is what it is. I've accepted it. Which is why when people call me by my first name, I don't care. Because it's out there. Could give a shit less. Right? Some people, as he mentioned earlier, are not as, open, if you will, about that. And that's fine. And that's totally fair. And that's their prerogative. But if I were him, I truthfully would have probably, I would think anyway, that I would have done something similar. I would have probably just been like, what the fuck? And would have tried my best to remain calm and not draw attention to it, because that would be potentially bad. Who knows? But I think that at the time, I think what he did was the right thing. Now, again, people can disagree, and that's fine. But at the time, I think what he did was what he could do. So, we're almost
it's just
done.
how it is. Because
not much more of this chat.
I'm brand new to all this. I'm brand new to the internet culture of being a content creator. Like, the whole rules thing is gay. But for me, my line, don't dox and don't be a pedo. That's it for me. That's my line.
Yep.
You could be the biggest fucking asshole on the internet and say the most wild shit, and I'll still be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Don't care. I'm just going to make fun of you. But my line, doxing in any of its forms, and pedophilia.
Yep.
So I'm sorry, that's my fucking line. If you don't agree with that line, you can shove it up your ass, but that's mine.
Yep. That's fair.
And I sat on this because I didn't want people, I just didn't know what to do. My first instinct, which is most people's instinct, don't draw attention to it. Which I've learned by watching this community for a long-ass time. Don't draw attention to your own docs.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm doing that now, but fuck it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did too. I only told a handful of people as well at the time. Because those handful of people brought it to my attention. And they were within good faith, and they obviously were like, hey, we saw this and you might want to report it and all that, which I think I did at the time. But then eventually I was like, fuck it, people are gonna find out eventually, because I had my real name out there anyway to begin with in the very beginning. It is what it is. I've accepted it. But yeah, and I have done the same thing in his shoes, right? But I don't have yet anyway. We'll see. Hopefully. We'll see. Maybe one day. But I didn't have and don't have the attention that Chris does, right? He has worked his butt off to build up the audience that he has. And him being on the Keemstar show was obviously a huge catalyst for that, right? And him covering Quantum and him covering the ACC stuff. Because that's how some people also found him to be fair. He has a large audience, a very dedicated audience too. But, and me, I'm still tiny, which is fine. That's okay. But he obviously was in a bigger position to, obviously try his best to keep quiet about it. And eventually he just fucking had enough and was like, fuck it, we're here. Let's just do this. So, I don't think that there's anything else to this that's of importance. Let's watch just a little bit more, and then we'll see where we're at.
Because I need you guys to see why I branched off of Salvo and no longer wish to speak to him in any form. I'm going to let it play out a little bit more for you guys.
Okay, so he plays the rest of this clip and gives his thoughts on it. We'll listen to that a little bit.
We'll get past this. This man's face is not the face of somebody that was making it a joke. This is the face of a man that knew what he was doing and then was going to hide behind the guise of joking. and hide behind the guise of it was a joke, or I didn't mean to do that, or I just don't care, which is a totally fine position if you want to say you don't care, but you're still a fucking piece of shit for doing it. Keemstar, Edwin had no fucking idea that was real, but look at Salvo looking at me behind the camera.
I can't even imagine.
That doesn't show you the level of tension that me and him had in that moment. I don't know what will. So I buried it. I buried it deep inside and kept trying to be cool with everybody during the show. I wanted to leave. I didn't want to stay there anymore. I didn't want to be in Salvo's presence anymore. I didn't want to ever deal with this motherfucker ever again. Now, it continues on. I'm going to play it out a little bit more.
Yeah, that was weird.
Okay, so he plays a little bit more of it.
That's how I look at it. Covering his fucking ass. Me, he was covering his ass. That's how I look at it. Covering his fucking ass.
I agree.
Because he sat back and was like, the minute Keem and Edwin gave a little bit of pushback, he goes,
oh, okay. So Keem started questioning, why did you say that? And then Salvo said his fake docs. Because he knew that and I agree with Chris, he was covering his ass.
He was covering his ass. That's how I look at it. Covering his fucking ass. Because he sat back and was like, the minute Keem and Edwin gave a little bit of pushback, he goes, oh, his fake docs. His fake docs. His fake docs. Oh, yeah, his fake docs. Because he knew right then and there, if I confirmed it, or if he confirmed, like if I had to say, yeah, that was fucking real, the whole show would have been destroyed. I'm trying to be professional here. I'm trying to keep the show going. It's a reunion.
Oh, I just saw an interesting name in Chris's chat, Tomato Man. Holy cow. I haven't seen Tomato Man in forever. Holy moly. Oh, Tomato Man is a whole nother story, chat. Oh, that's a name I haven't seen in a hot minute. Sorry, I had to point that out there. Whew.
Union show with everybody. My personal feelings don't fucking matter when there's a show going on, and it's not my fucking show. I try to be professional in these moments. This man is the farthest from a fucking professional I've ever seen. The reason I'm getting angry is because I sat on this and just stayed quiet and only told a handful of fucking people behind the scenes about it. And the reason I did that was because I didn't want to start shit. I don't like starting shit with people that I'm confused if it's real, if it's fake, because there's no way to seriously fucking break it down. There's no way for me to be like, he fucking said it, and then him immediately stating, oh, well, it was real, but I don't really give a shit. You can't win an argument like that, nor did I want to win an argument. I wanted to say something forever. But I kept telling people to just fucking shove it down. Don't say anything. I don't want my fucking name out there. But.
Yep. So there you go, chat. So I think you guys get the gist of that. He goes on for a little bit longer and gives some of his thoughts. And then I believe, if I remember correctly, and I can find that here if we need to, we can skip forward a little bit. I think it's more so towards the end. Is when... Hold on, what are the DMs here? Oh, we got to talk about that. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay, so this is important too. So he's getting ready to show DMs that Nicholas Diorio posted between Nicholas Diorio and Salvo. Chris, for those that don't know, Chris used to stream on Twitch. And because of Twitch's rules, if you will, and they probably are still around, I have no fucking clue, it was very much frowned upon, it probably still is to a degree, to violate their TOS. Let's look at what Salvo did with Chris and just how far he was willing to go. Watch this, chat.
Baseline fucking human. So fuck him. This is the next part that I never told anyone either. I told Nick he can share this. I don't care. Me and Nick, fine. I told Nick he can share this. This was on December 20th of 2022. Let me read these out to you and understand why I fucking never wanted to speak to this man again on top of the doxing shit.
So at the time, this was a little over a week later, right? This happened on December 20th, right? The Keemstar show was like a couple weeks prior. This stream was done on December 30th. So at that time, it had been little over a week when this happened. Watch this.
You read this. Yo, from Salvo, yo, what are the banned words on Twitch? Nicholas Diorio responds with, retard is fine, N-word and F-slur are not, avoid calling chatters simps in regards of women, avoid calling women thoughts, you know, like all this shit, right? Shut up. Like, actually shut the fuck up. I tried keeping this under wraps because realistically, I just didn't want to fucking deal with it, and I tried being good. I tried being professional. I tried being a professional person. I tried seeing the fucking good in people. I am real all the fucking time, and the fact that you think I'm not is shocking to me at this point. So, this situation happens, right? Nick's giving him all the information about what not to say on Twitch. All of it. Every single piece. Salvo responds with, thanks. Not streaming there, just curious. Was having a disagreement with one, and I'm gonna call into Chris's stream and get him banned. Nick responds with, LMFAO, you're an asshole. Nick kind of fucking speaking truth. Salvo responds with, yeah, just have the take of, I don't care, if it becomes a big thing that usually calms everyone down.
Yeah. Chris was streaming on Twitch, and Salvo was DMing Nicholas Diorio to find out what the ban words were, and he called Chris while he was live on Twitch to try to get him banned.
The man admits to Nick that he is going to try and get my Twitch stream taken down. I'm going to read off the exact time that Salvo Pancakes called me. I was doing a live stream. I was on Twitch, which is fucking dumb. Twitch is dumb with their fucking rules. I can't say half of the shit I want to fucking say on Twitch, but I do it anyways because it's another source of fucking income. I enjoy doing the low-end streams over there. People who want to fucking watch low-end, low-energy streams, just playing games and fucking around with creators, you can go to my Twitch. That's what I was doing. The timestamp of Salvo writing this is at 2/20/2022. Timestamp indicates 2:07 p.m. Let me give you the exact time that I ignored Salvo's call and threw my fucking phone across the room. December 20th, 2022. He gave me a phone call at 2:15 p.m. A couple of minutes after he told Nick that he was going to attempt to take my stream down, he wanted to call on my phone, hoping I was going to put him on speaker or some shit because I am talking, to try and potentially take me down. Now, he never left a voicemail. He never left anything. This annoys the fuck out of me. This right here, that annoyed the shit out of me. That to the point where I was like, this man is a malicious fucking piece of shit, and I want nothing to fucking do with him. Nick informed me of this before Salvo tried to call me, and I was like, I saw the phone, and I was like, goodbye. The minute I saw his name, I just, under the camera, because I knew he was...
Yep. There you go. Yeah, that happened. So, let's get towards the end here. Because he goes on about that, and talks about that a little bit more. Let's see. I think these are starting to be his like closing thoughts on this, but he essentially tells Salvo to suck his dick. Is essentially what he does. So there you go, chat. We'll go ahead and end it here. Oh, that's a nice pause. My bad. Sorry, Chris. Anyway, but yeah, no. So there you go. So I hope that the first part of this was very informative. I hope that I did okay. How did I do, chat? Did I do okay with this? Ones in chat if you think I did all right. Or if there's anything I missed. Again, I'll try my best to come up with a better docket for this when we go over this again. But again, I just wanted to... This is what I was able to find over the last couple of days. So... Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, chat. I appreciate that. Okay. So, before we head out, and I meant to start with this, but I forgot, so we're going to kind of end with this here, chat. And I think that I'm gonna... Who's... Italian still alive. What's he doing? Hold on, give me a second. Now, when we get to the next part of this... Oh, he still is. Okay, cool. When we get to the next part of this, like I said, chat, we're gonna delve into more of the Edwin stuff, the Bab stuff, all of that. Okay? That's gonna get, it's gonna just get, again, buckle up, chat. This is gonna be a multi-part series for a little bit anyway, as long as you guys are interested in learning about this. I will be more than happy to cover this and talk about it, and we're just gonna have a fun retrospective ride. So there you go. Before I have you guys rate into Falgi, of course I'm gonna have you rate into Falgi, I'm obligated by law. I'm going to pull this up here. So, again, I meant to talk about this earlier, but I didn't because I forgot until I was looking this up. So, we're going to go ahead and end here with this. Salvin Pancake. Shut up, dead arm. But yeah, I know. I kept saying Salvin. I kept mixing it, combining the two. Okay. I was going to talk about this anyway, but here we go. So, I'm sure some of you have seen this from other people, but this is from Leia something. Update on the Turkey Tom allegations. Moving forward, the allegations against Tom are closed, and this X thread will no longer be updated. But this was from yesterday. Turkey Tom's accuser has written a statement retracting her accusations and publicly apologizing to Turkey Tom. I will in just a second, Wookie. She states that her sexual encounters with Tom were completely consensual. She admits to sending an intimate image of Tom to the Kiwi Farms owner, Null. She also states that she will not be making any other statements about Tom. Okay? And this is the thread that Leia added on to it. So, but here is the statement. Hello all, I am retracting several prior statements this is about Tom. Now, this is redacted, and I'm glad that it is, because in the unredacted version, you see Turkey Tom's full name. Yeah, in the unredacted version, you see Tom's full name. I do too. I smell a lawyer and cease and desist. Exactly. And offering a formal apology to Tom. Specifically, I previously made statements that may mischaracterize the nature of our relationship, including allegations regarding filming without consent and non-consensual sexual behavior. I want to clarify that all sexual activity between us was fully consensual. I also apologize for sending Joshua Moon a censored image of Tom and me during an intimate moment. Further, I apologize for providing the public with information that was inaccurate, incomplete, or conveyed in a misleading overall impression of my relationship with Tom. I deeply regret misleading the public. I want to be clear that I take full responsibility for my actions. I've been in contact with Tom's representatives to ensure we have resolution on this matter. There you go. And I will not be making any further public statements about this matter as we consider this issue closed. Yeah. And I believe that was from Sacramento. Yeah. No, Rowan. I'm sorry, this is from No. Rowan, Sacramento has issued an apology and retraction for all the statements. So yeah, it was Rowan. So yeah, there you go, chat. There you go. And Twitter has been blowing up with this, of course, because this was such a huge story. And, you know, whatever. That's going to be an interesting retrospective to do at some point, or for some people to do. But yeah. So, wanted to talk about that for briefly. So yeah, the statement is, or the story is officially done. Yeah. What's that top comment? Is this the top comment that you're talking about, Wookie? My suggestion is that creators cover this retraction right away /live where the big sweep is on for them. Oh boy. Well, there you go. There you go. So. Alrighty, chat. Well, I am going to go ahead and head out here. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. Thank you to everyone who donated, to my members, to my lurkers. Thank you all so much for your wonderful support tonight and this past week. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. Oh, I saw what you DM me. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'll look at that later, Wookie. I appreciate it, but I gotta head out. So I gotta eat dinner and then I gotta hit the hay. I'm getting tired. But you guys all have a great rest of your night. Go support Falgi, the Italian, of course. We're gonna go right into him for briefly. I don't know how much longer he'll be live for, but we'll see. Again, you guys have a great rest of your night. I do not think I will for sure not be back tomorrow unless something changes. Friday, I might try to see about doing possibly a Mr. Khuck Reacts, maybe? Is what I'm thinking. Or we can just start on the stale 2000 stuff. We'll see. If not, then I will talk to you guys all next week, but I'll keep you all posted, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye!